everybody? Ben Rogers here of the Raptors Digest, reacting live to this game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this is a big one for the Toronto Raptors, facing up in the second matchup of the season against Cleveland, but this time, a few more healthy bodies out there for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Raptors are very much in a position where they can make a little run out there in the Eastern Conference if they can stockpile some wins. The schedule is fairly light coming up, but the Cleveland Cavaliers are one of the tougher matchups that they have in an Eastern Conference that is completely tight together. Every team out there in the East is really close, so you need to really separate yourselves in terms of what's going on. If we take a look at the schedule, the standings out there in the East so far this season, the Toronto Raptors are the 8th seed, and you might be like, oh, middle of the pack, play-in, whatever. Ben, the same story once again this season. Well, the truth is, the Raptors are only a game and a half out of the 2nd seed out there in the East. Of course, so are a bunch of squads, so are a bunch of teams, so it's not like it's going to be an easy jump where we get the win tonight, we're immediately in that position, but the Toronto Raptors are in a logjam right now with the likes of the Boston Celtics, the Orlando Magic, the Chicago Bulls, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Miami Heat, the Atlanta Hawks, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Knicks, and the Cavs, and getting a win tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers would be very impressive. Will be very good and go a long way to move into that direction. So the Cleveland Cavaliers, of course, are a very good squad out there in the Eastern Conference. We'll be facing up against them. We do have some injury bad luck in tonight's game. There was a concern heading into this one. I've been bringing it up on pretty well every single video this entire season, the lack of center depth that the Toronto Raptors have in the squad. And then coming into this, there was chatter. There's 3 players questionable: Ochai Agbaji, Sandro Mamukelashvili, as well as third, Colin Murray-Boyles, who is dealing with an illness right now. So we have some injury updates on all 3 of those players. So Ochai Agbaji is going to be out in this game. He is not going to be available to play for the Toronto Raptors in this one. Colin Murray-Boyles is going to be out, and then on top of it, we have Mamukelashvili, who's going to be back. So he was dealing with neck stiffness. He will be back in the lineup for the Toronto Raptors. So going up against the Cavs team that's fairly depleted themselves, they have no Lonzo Ball, no Darius Garland, a few guys, Max Strus, a few guys that are crucial rotation pieces, but they will have their big men. So the Cavs are going to have their big men. The Toronto Raptors will have Mamu, which is a good piece. Of course, Jakob Poeltl is playing in this one, thank God. But the Raptors, the rest of the squad, it's looking fairly, so we'll see how things shake out there in this one. But folks, we also have a subscriber goal all throughout this one. If you're a part of the early gang, we have about 30 people in here right now. Spam me if you are a part of the Raptors Digest early live stream game. Throw it out there in the chat right now. I want to see who we got out here in the chat to start things off. We're going to have a subscriber goal, 39,600. We are on that goal, on that race to 40,000. But for this stream, let's see if we can get 25 subscribers out there for this one. But Greg Jones saying, last we chatted, I suggested more players with X, F, and C. So, I'm not sure who those players are, but we are going to be rocking and rolling out here on this stream, on this vid. So, but this is going to be a big one. I want to see what you guys have to say in the chat right now. What are your score predictions? Let me know what your guys' score predictions are so far for this game. And let me get my camera right. We are about 15 minutes away from game time, so we are previewing, breaking down all of the latest news and stuff leading into this one, but it should be a good one. It should be a very good game for this Toronto Raptors team, and, facing off against the Cavs, that right now, again, we take a look at the standings, they are 2nd in the Eastern Conference, so they are no pushover. They rested a few of their guys on the first night of a back-to-back, so they are able to play, they are able to rock, but we are going to be rolling. And we have our first score prediction coming from Adam, saying 112 to 108. For who, Adam? Who you predicting? I'm hoping it's the Toronto Raptors. Let's go. I love it. We're getting that rocking and rolling here. But this would be a big statement win, because if we take a look at the Raptors' schedule, if we take a look at who the Raptors are facing in the games coming up, it's actually fairly light in terms of their ability to get wins. And he should saying, hey, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but saying the Cavs, I disagree. Raptors all the way here. But outside of this Cavs game, with the exception of Philadelphia 76ers game coming up, the Raptors schedule, they have a big opportunity over the next week or so to go on a run, right? We take a look at the Cavs tonight, of course, but then you play the Pacers, the Hornets, the Wizards, the Nets, the Pacers again, the Hornets. Those are all teams that have been struggling over the course of this season. That's really the only way to describe it. As you know, you take a look at if we switch up the conference data there, right? The Raptors are the Pacers are 1-10. The Wizards are 1-11. And intel that I got is the Wizards. It's not really novel intel. Most people could see it from the outside looking in. But the Wizards GM is making it his mission, regardless if they win in the lottery or not, to get the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft. So you see with the 1-11 record that they are going to do their best to do that. But facing off against these teams, the Hornets and the Pacers twice, the Raptors right now being jumbled up in the middle of this conference. If they can get the wins and get the W's out there in these important games against the Cavs, against the Sixers, and these ones, this could be a nice little streak the Raptors make their way on. So that's why these games are so important right now, to get the W to face off and really test yourself in terms of who you are matching up against with the upper echelon out there in the Eastern Conference. So that is something big to watch, big to witness, folks. I want to know, I see in the chat, he's just saying Cavs. Uchimata is saying Raptors win in PTOT. Okay, I like it. In overtime, I like it. That would be a fun one out here to stream, to get the little overtime victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers. So that'll be good. We are about 13 minutes away from game time. But let me know in the chat. Type me in the chat if you are a part of the Raptors Digest early live stream crew. That's what we like to see. People tend to pile in as this game goes along, but I like to know who we have out here in the chat to get things started off. But the Toronto Raptors so far this season have impressed me. And right now, tonight's key player to this game, the key guy that I'm looking at for this group, it's got to be going to be Scottie Barnes, especially where the Raptors have a lack of forward depth with no Colin Murray-Boyles in this one, no Ochai Agbaji. Scottie Barnes going to have to be elite. And then off the bench, I think we might see some extra run for Jamison Battle, which will be huge. And if you remember correctly, the last time the Toronto Raptors played against the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jamison Battle ended up really exploding out there from the three-point line against this team. And I thought it would earn him some extra minutes, some extra love from Darko Rajaković from the coaching staff. But as we know, this team has been loaded at the wing position, so it's really tough to ingratiate yourself into the rotation night in, night out. So I think tonight's a proper opportunity. He earned it in the last game they played against the Cleveland Cavaliers, but it's an opportunity for Jamison Battle to get in this team's rotation. Spam yes or no out there in the chat right now. You listening, if you're one of the 41 people listening, yes or no, do you want to see Jamison Battle get some legit rotation minutes in tonight's game? Because, of course, when that happens, some minutes get taken away from Gradey, some minutes get taken away from Ochai's out of this lineup, but from Jacoby Walter, for some of the different dudes, but you have no Colin Murray-Boyles. Do you want to see Jamison Battle get some run? Spam yes or no, and tell me why out there in the chat. I want to see what people are saying. Caleb Braun tossing a W. Black Hawk 2K is saying, T-Dot, let's go. We are rooting for this squad. We are trying to get this W, trying to get this win. But this is a game that I'm very, very excited for. And, the Cavs are going to be looking for revenge. But I am of the belief that the Raptors will be able to get this W, get this one out. But Caleb Braun is saying yes. Let's go, Caleb. What's happening, Amy? Good to see you out there in the chat. If you guys are tuning in the chat right now and you haven't hit the like button just yet, we have 40 concurrent viewers right now and only 9 likes. Let's see if we can get that like spike going so we can get some more folks out here. But Brian is saying yes to Jamison Battle, and that dude was an absolute monster. He is shooting an absolutely lucrative, insane percentage from behind the three-point line this season. I'll Google it here right now in terms of his actual stats, but Jamison Battle, I believe, is leading the league in three-point percentage, or at least he was a couple days. And yeah, he better be. He better be in terms of this season, because Jamison Battle right now is shooting 73%. This dude is shooting 73% out there for this game, this team this season. If we're looking at this, 73% from behind the three-point line. A lot of those threes came against the Cleveland Cavaliers, their most recent outing, but I'd like to see Jamison Battle get some extra run, get some opportunities. So I'm looking for it. Mr. 73%. We haven't had something that elite, in a while, so it's what we like to see. But Jamison Battle, I'm of the belief we got to get him going. But Amy said, you haven't been live in a long time. Hey, we're going to get more consistent. I've been building out some stuff, some tech on the back end to really gas up these live streams to make them really great for you folks. So once all that's rocking, the lives will be more consistent. But this is a big game out here for the Toronto Raptors. So I am very, very excited to get this thing rocking and rolling. About 10 minutes away from game time here right now. But Yuffie L is asking, is Colin Murray-Boyles or Mamu Kelishvili playing in this game. Well, we did have an update before things started here right now. And essentially, if we have this, I'll bring up the Kayla Gray report. I saw it from Blake Murphy. I saw it from a few folks, but I'll bring up Kayla's report because that's the first that popped up on my Twitter feed. But you can see this here right now. Sandro Mamukelashvili is playing tonight. He is in for tonight's game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Ochai Agbaji as well as Colin Murray-Boyles are going to be out for tonight's game. So that's confirmed. That's locked in. We know the roster the Raptors are going into this one with. But lack of forward depth, that is a problem. It's a problem we're dealing with over the course of this season, but it's going to have to require players like Jamison Battle and all these guys to step up. Let me know in the chat right now, if you are one of the 46 people, who do you think will be the Toronto Raptors leading scorer in this game? Let me know, and we'll see how I want to see what people are predicting. Could it be a Jamison Battle, once again, a heroic performance against the Cleveland Cavaliers? That would be a pretty exciting thing to see. Jamison Battle going all, LeBronto out there on the Cleveland Cavaliers. That would be something that's exciting. Mark T is saying, go Sports, go Raptors. That's what we want to see. Go Raptors out here at this one. AOD is frustrated for some reason, but we are ready for this game. That's just about to tip off, just about to happen. But in one word, folks, in one word, I want to know what you guys have to say about this Toronto Raptors season so far, because I'm going to say impressed with this team, because overall I've been impressed with the offense of this team. That was a question mark that a lot of people had about this group to run this season, because a lot of people expect the defense to be good, but the offense to have some question marks about. The offense has been phenomenal, and Leviathan is coming in with a good point, saying RJ's got to show up. RJ has been absolutely fantastic this season. He had his worst game of the year against the Brooklyn Nets in the Raptors' most recent outing, so of course he has to be effective. He has to be efficient, play the way he has over the course of this season, but RJ Barrett has been a monster. But RJ Barrett, Scottie Barnes, Brandon Ingram, all three of those guys have been really exciting to watch. So that's a group. The offense has impressed me. That's my one word for this, impressive. But AOD is saying, all our players are out. It's unfortunate. That's true. Always hoping for injuries, hoping for quick recoveries and stuff. Always hoping for injuries. Goodness gracious, you never want injuries. But, especially the forward spot where the Raptors are very thin out there on their front line. So it's going to be important the Raptors are ready to rock, ready to battle to get things going. But Jazit, hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, is coming out and saying Battle will win it all for us. Finals MVP, I'm calling it now. The way Battle's looking yoked, the way he's playing intense on the defensive end, I'm not blaming you on that prediction there right now. I'm respecting that prediction. The guy is shooting. I'll bring it up once again. The guy is shooting 73% from the three-point line so far this season. That means whenever this man takes 10 three-point shots in a game, he's making over 7 of them. He's making at least 7 of them according to the numbers, and I don't care about sample sizes. That's maintaining. That's maintaining for this season for Jamison Battle. That's what we're rolling with. But strong start 85 with nice firepower. Everyone could score 20 points per game. Christian, that is a very good point. Like, the offense, it's fluid, it's rocking, and I was fairly critical of Immanuel Quickley to start off the season. I can't lie. I was disappointed, as were many Toronto Raptors fans, but he has really bounced back. He has played very, very well as of late, so it's encouraging to see Immanuel Quickley played at this level, and we get that whole round starting 5. I think the momentum has certainly swung in the Toronto Raptors' favor, right? This team has had a couple of wins streaks. We've got to break out the pizza party a couple times out there, over the course of this season. So that's been encouraging. That's been a positive. If you're not familiar, Darko Rajaković buys the whole team pizza whenever they end up going on a little win streak. So we've got to break that out a couple of times over the course of this season, which is a positive. But tonight's game is a real opportunity for the Toronto Raptors to establish himself. I don't want to say turning point because things are moving in the right direction, but an inflection point in the season. You get a big win against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and you are sending a message to the entire Eastern Conference, to this entire team, and, get it rolling. And that's what we are really looking for this group, for this squad, for this team. So, as Leviathan is putting it, a win today would be great. I think it would be an absolutely huge moment, inflection point for the season, and something that they can carry on with the momentum for this upcoming stretch of games, which I'll bring up on the screen now as my camera's coming in and out. We might have to default to the default webcam, but you face off against Indiana, you face off against Charlotte, you face off against the Sixers. There's a lot of folks, a lot of teams that we could beat around. The Pacers, the Hornets are bad, the Wizards are bad, the Nets, and you face the Pacers and the Hornets once again. So that's what you like to see. So that's what we got rolling. So Yuffie's doing my job better than me, saying, Yuffiel is saying, hit the like button, guys. Let's get that like spike going. So YouTube knows to share this stream to all of the people looking for a scoreboard, looking for some live commentary, looking for some breakdowns on this game. So Uba, what's happening? Good to see you out here in the chat. Ready to rock, ready to party, ready to dance out here in this one. We are ready to go. Carl saying, what do you think of Darko Rajaković this season? And Darko, I've been extremely impressed with. And for the first 2 seasons, of course, the team's been losing. So some people are questioning whether or not Darko Rajaković could actually coach a competitive team, a winning team, a team that can get some W's. But Darko has done 2 things over the course of the season that has impressed me. And first is the Toronto Raptors have an extremely weird roster. It's a lot of pieces that a lot of people didn't think would fit, didn't think it would make sense in terms of roster construction, in terms of, will the puzzle pieces fit together? And unquestionably, offensively from day one, the offense has been fluid, it's been rolling, and especially when Jakob Poeltl's in the game, the way he utilizes the big man to set screens and run these actions out there in the mid-post, he's been very effective with setting this team, putting this team in a position where they can execute correctly on the offensive end. Of course, it's all on the players to win and lose and to, do follow through on it, but I like the sets the Toronto Raptors are running. They're moving the ball really well. I think Darko's done a really good job at figuring out some of the potentially problematic things the Raptors could have had on the offensive end. I mean, a lot of these handoff actions, screen actions, these flare cuts that are happening out there on the offensive end have been extremely positive just watching these games. So that has been huge. And, that's the first thing that has impressed me going into this year. The second thing that has specifically impressed me, because in previous seasons, what Darko's really done a good job at is developing young players and making the vibes feel overall good. That's something we knew he could do, so I'm not saying it's impressed me this season because it's something that we expected. But the second thing that really impressed me from Darko Rajaković this season is the Raptors had a really cold start to this year. And there are some emotional guys, there's younger guys, there's players on this team that, just given their experience, given their age, could have easily been disheartened, could have easily, after going down, what was it, 1-4, 1-5, if I'm not, I think it was 1-4 to start off the season, they could have completely fallen off a cliff. And then basically, the Toronto Raptors came back, they got some tough, gritty wins, and they pulled out some W's despite Jakob Poeltl dealing with some injuries. So the fact that Darko Rajaković steered the ship through that early season mess, the fact that the Raptors have been executing on the offensive end, the fact that he's made some adjustments to the defensive schemes that weren't super effective at the start of the year, those are all reasons that I've been impressed with Darko Rajaković this season. One thing that I will be critical of Darko, and one thing as well, his rotations have been very, very solid. You don't usually notice rotations. It's one of the things, right? When coaches get it right, no one talks about it, but when coaches get rotations blatantly wrong, the fan base, why isn't this guy playing? Why isn't this guy playing? The Raptors have about 11 guys that really are NBA-capable players, so it would be easy for Darko Rajaković to fall into some weird mindsets, weird rotation traps and stuff to make things messy. Darko Rajaković has done a phenomenal job with really putting this team together and putting them in the right place in order to, not get the most out of players and make some tough decisions and make some right stuff there. So Darko Rajaković has really impressed me over the course of the season. One thing that I have been critical of is sometimes he waits too long on. Erik Spoelstra is the master, is the wizard at as soon as momentum is running a little bit. And I saw it in the last game against the Brooklyn Nets. Jordi Fernandez did a really good job with this as well. But as soon as the other team starts hinting a bit of momentum, getting a little momentum going for their side, the coach needs to call timeout, needs to kill that momentum with a stoppage in play. Darko Rajaković sometimes lets these runs play on a little bit too long, which is not bad for a developing team, but for a squad that's trying to win game in, game out, that is something you want to fix up. So that's my evaluation out there of Darko Rajaković. So that's what we have going there. But Quandem is saying Scottie due for a touchdown for TD. I'm assuming touchdown. I'm not sure what you're meaning there. But Caleb Brown is saying we go back to the playoffs. Yes, sir. That's the plan. That's the approach. That's what we're looking for. And Dr. Mister is coming out saying, are we winning today? I am believing in this Raptors group. Let me know in the chat right now. All 72 people in there. While you hit the like button, as it's completely free, get the little like spike going. Let me know in the chat. Type in W or L. Do you think this is a W or L for the Toronto Raptors? Let me know against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And D Strider is saying, where have you been, school? I've been in school. I've been making daily videos. I haven't missed a day. Haven't missed an upload. But the streams, I'll be back more consistent. I've been building a bunch of stuff. Like everything that you see on Raptors Digest or any of the Digest Speed channels. It's Kirk Day helps me a bunch of designing. Darius Dominguez helps me a ton with designing different stuff. But I'm the guy that ends up building a lot of the tech and everything behind these channels. I don't really pull stuff from other places. So homemade, try to put the software engineering skills to work, and I've been building a few of those as of late. So that's what we've been doing out here as of late out here instead of streaming. But I'll be more consistent. Don't you guys worry. I'll be out here getting these ones rocking. But Christian out here saying W, Uba out here saying L, Uba. What are we doing? L's. D Strider is saying W. Caleb Braun saying W. Valorata. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Valorata. Saying W. We love it. But Uchimata saying we love the streams. Let's go. We got that rocking. That's We're getting more streams happening, even not for just games. I'm going to try streaming again for different stuff, different types of videos. So we get that rocket. But Raptors Champs is out here saying, facts, Ben, I've been saying that timeouts to stop runs are necessary. It's one of the most underrated skills out there in a head coach. Eric Spoelstra, it's one of the reasons that he has been phenomenal. So that's one thing to bring up. But Jazid saying, Raptors Digest got to be your favorite Raptors media channel on YouTube. Keep it up and appreciate it. Hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly as well. I've notorious if you've been watching my streams for years, and I've been in and out of consistency of the streams, but I'm like the worst pronunciator of names on planet Earth. But we are rocking and roll. I appreciate the support. But who was saying we're putting in a lot of work, trying to up the level of content for this season. I was hoping to have a bit more done at the start of this year, but I got some big ideas. For content this season, so I'm really, really excited for everything that we got going. But Raptors Champ saying W, Uba saying I'm hoping the opposite happens. As long as you're rooting for the Raptors, as long as you're rooting for this team, you're rooting for this squad. That's what we like to see. And Yuffie L is saying that Scottie needs to score with the in the pocket, I'd imagine. Tournament for hard-working minimum contract players. Hey, Scottie Barnes needs to get some buckets, needs to get some stuff rocking. But Joseph is saying W, we love it. But Ray Tolan, so the game is starting should be starting like in moments. We're watching the game. We got the stream out there up. They're doing the little pre-game breakdown. But this game is starting in the next couple minutes, so we shall give some breakdowns. We shall give some stuff. In terms of, we will be giving all the live commentary, the breakdowns, the scoreboard, everything you could ask for out there on this stream. But Uchi saying should collab with Pensari. Hey, I've been I did a collab with Pensari back in the day. Get that stuff rolling. I've done a collab for forever. I try to collab with a lot of the Digest guys, and everyone asks me to, and I'm just like cooked. So I haven't done much collaborating with a lot of people, but we be rocking. I know he's crushing it out there on those live streams, getting those stuff going. But go Raptors! EU is out here rocking and rolling out here on this vid. But no, it should be a very, very exciting game. We are just minutes away from this one. But we tossed in some score predictions out there earlier. Who do you think is going to be the Toronto Raptors leading scorer in this game? Who's going to be the Raptors leading scorer? I'm going to type mine out there in the chat, and you got to type it twice. If you type it twice, I'll give you a shout-out. I'll probably shout you out anyways if you type it once, but if you type it twice, you'll get a big shout-out. But I'm thinking Jamison Battle, and it's a bold prediction. It's a bold take. It's why I don't sports bet, because my predictions are usually a little homer, a little off base at times with stuff, but Jamison Battle out there is my prediction, is my guy. But Uji out here saying BI is a very smart prediction there. It's a smarter probably than my Jamison Battle prediction. But Carl's out here saying Brandon Ingram as well, which I respect. You guys are probably on the more right line of thinking. But Yaviel is saying, is Garland playing? From what I saw earlier, Darius Garland is not playing in tonight's game. But we shall see. That's my updates from what I saw. Caleb Braun, Battle, let's go. We're on the same train. We're on the same battleship. Getting that going. Triple double. Come on, bro. Hey, I can't read, guys. That's you guys know this. If you've been watching the streams, long enough, you gotta know I can't read, folks. It's a fatal flaw of mine. But Christian saying BI, I love it. But Dr. Mister saying, am I the only one that hopes for IQ? I'm really hoping for IQ, man, because frankly, if we're being 100% honest, I'm a believer in RJ. I'm a believer in RJ Barrett. I think what we've seen early season, it's only going to get better. Scottie Barnes, I'm a believer. It's only going to get better. Brandon Ingram, I'm a believer in that man's ability to get buckets. I'm a believer in that group, okay? Immanuel Quickley is the only guy that, just watching the games, sometimes it's phenomenal. Sometimes it's exciting. Sometimes I'm just juiced. I'm jacked up. I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's go. Immanuel Quickley, this is exactly what we need from this Toronto Raptors team. But sometimes he rushes those three-point shots. Sometimes he's driving straight into traffic. It's, some weird floaters, some Ben Rodgers-esque floaters out here. That's tough. So I'm hoping IQ continues his performances as of late, because if he's playing at an elite level, this Raptors team, as said in a recent video, are going to be unstoppable. So we are rocking and rolling. EU saying Brandon Ingram, let's go. Ruels is saying we live, baby. Yes, sir. And we're getting the fire emojis for this game, as well as this game is just moments away from starting. You will be getting all the live commentary, the breakdowns, all the getting the updates in terms of what's going on out in this game. So make sure you guys stay tuned. But okay, we might have a chance. I believe, Yuffie, I believe. EU is saying win. You don't need a question mark there, EU. You need win exclamation point. That's what we need. That's what we need. Win exclamation point, not win question mark, because the Raptors are coming out looking for a W. But Vladdy Zapsa is saying, who's the first basket? I mean, if we're going first basket, I'm calling Jakob Poeltl. I'm feeling a Jakob Poeltl first basket, and it seems like you're on the same thought of mine. You're saying Jared Allen. I'm saying Jakob Poeltl. I'm going Raptors big man. That's what I'm predicting. But Devibis is saying notorious BI3. That man was cooking up Brooklyn the other night, so it's let's hope that he's ready to rock, ready to roll for this one here in this game. So RJ will probably lead the team tonight. Charles, you're the first person to say RJ, and that is a very, very smart prediction as well. RJ, I think, some people, we all, sports fans, we should, we got to be passionate about our games, right? But RJ Barrett had a poor performance out there in the most recent outing for the Toronto Raptors. I think he's going to be motivated. He's going to be locked in, ready to go for this next game that we have coming up. So that's what we have going. But KI is certified PG. But at the end of the day, LeBron had Kai playing off the ball. Maybe we should put Immanuel Quickley in the same role. And honestly, Rules, the way you're talking about this, Scottie Barnes can play some ball handling duty. I really liked, and don't mind my biasness, my fandom, utter fandom for Jamal Shead. During that Brooklyn Nets game, Darko Rajaković experimented a little bit, running a lineup of Immanuel Quickley and Jamal Shead. Now, of course, we are so bloated at the shooting guard position. It's been unrealistic for Darko Rajaković to really run that lineup a ton over the course of the season, because then you're really taking minutes away from RJ Barrett, Gradey Dick, Ochai Agbaji, Jacoby Walter, Jamison Battle, all those guys out there on the wing, right? That's something that it's tough to do. But I really liked how Jamal Shead and Immanuel Quickley played together out there in that lineup. So that's what we're pumped at. And Antoinette is out here saying, "Yock in, we'll be locked, folks. We are just minutes away from this Toronto Raptors game, seconds away probably. That's probably the last commercial break, and then we will be back at it. We will be rocking and rolling. You'll be getting all of the commentary, the best commentary you can possibly get out here on YouTube in this video for what's going on. So we are going to be delivering. But 20 games, we'll see if the consistency. We will see the consistency of the players. That's true, right? Like we need to. We'll be seeing the reps. We'll be seeing if the early season. The early season hot streaks, if they're going to be tuned in. Antoinette's really locked in chat. Spam locked in. Spam yocked in or locked in or whatever you want. I don't know if the Y is close to L, if you're just trying to throw out some memes in there. But it is going to be a good one here for the Toronto Raptors. So a reminder for everyone that's tuned in, our subscriber goal, 39,600. We're marching towards day by day to our 40,000 subscriber goal. It's free. Hit that button below, and you will be a part of this Raptors Digest community. I appreciate every single one of you that have tuned in. But really, updates out here on this game. No Colin Murray-Boyles, no Ochai Agbaji, but you do have Mamu Kelishvili. So the Raptors have a little bit of front court depth, but they lost a bit of it with some of these injuries. But Mamu is going to be playing with a stiff neck, but he will be ready to rock, ready to roll to get this stuff going. So that's the first thing. We have those injury updates. Darius Garland, Lonzo Ball, and Max Strus are going to be out for the Cleveland Cavaliers. But other than that, the Raptors are coming in ready to rock, ready to roll for this game. But this is a big one. So as I showed earlier, the Raptors, in terms of the standings, we're in the middle of the pack, but we are only a game and a half back of the Cleveland Cavaliers for the second seed. for the second seed. That is how jam-packed this Eastern Conference is. And this team has an opportunity to go on an absolute roll as of late over the next couple of weeks. With the Indiana Pacers, the Charlotte Hornets, the Wizards, the Nets, the Pacers, and the Hornets all being teams we play up against over the next week or so. So, essentially, if you beat the Cavs tonight, you can really stockpile some wins and, make a push out there in the Eastern Conference. So that is what we're looking with. That is what we're rolling with. And they're starting to take the court, so we'll be giving these breakdowns here. And the last thing I want to bring up before I, get into my play-by-play commentary locked-in mode, before we get into that, I'm predicting a big game for Jamison Battle. The guy is shooting 73% from the three-point line this season, so I'm confident that we have this going. So, starting lineups, Immanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Scottie Barnes, and Jakob Poeltl for the Raptors, Donovan Mitchell, Sam Merrill, DeAndre Hunter, and Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen out there for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, I'm going to have to move my camera to the left a little bit so I can see the game as we rock and roll out there on this stream. But, folks, if you want to see the Toronto Raptors get a W, spam W in the chat right now. Spam W in the chat right now. I want you to spam W if you want the Toronto Raptors to win this game. Caleb Gray's taking the court. We got everyone stepping up there on the court. You will be getting all of your live commentary, live breakdowns on everything that's going on in this vid. So, don't you guys worry. We'll be delivering it in this one. But Barnes' first bucket. Hopefully the plan is to make the bigs get out of the paint, so let RJ drive. We'll see. Hopefully, Barnes' first bucket. That's a good take there. BI should have the green light, 20-plus attempts tonight, in my opinion. We shall see. We shall see how things are going. But we are rocking. We are ready to rock. But I don't know. I like Petzar's the commentary. I don't really watch many Raptors guys solely off the fact that you start yapping the same things if you're listening to too much Raptors commentary. But there's a lot of great folks out there on YouTube. But we are rocking and rolling. Brimhawk, you are not my puppet. You have free will. You have free will to spam those W's out there in the chat. You have free will, but we are ready to rock. They're taking the court, folks. It is just seconds away from this game beginning. Seconds away from this game beginning. Let's get the hype music rocking. Let's get the hype music rocking out here in this one. The music, I've been off my game lately at the streams, having been getting the tunes rocking. We are ready to roll, and the Raptors are starting off. The Raptors win the tip. Okay, so we are rocking. Immanuel Quickley's dribbling up the ball, being guarded by Sam Merrill. So people that said Immanuel Quickley's having a big game. He's being guarded by Merrill. It's looking good, but Jakob Poeltl almost with the drive down the lane. Misses the floater, almost at the first possession. DeAndre Hunter's going back the other way. And Jarrett Allen's driving past Jakob Poeltl, and he ends up getting the ball knocked out of bounds. Cleveland Cavaliers basketball. So that is what we are rocking and rolling with here now at this point. Okay, so Vladdy is saying Raptors for a first basket for Jarrett Allen. I hope your thing hits. As long as the Raptors you're predicting on the win, I hope your thing hits. But we are rocking and rolling here. CJ Bryant is out here. If you guys want this, we're playing the intense music till this first bucket happens. Jarrett Allen gets a floater, and you got Vladdy. Throw a W out there for Vladdy. Even though I'm not rooting for the Cavs to get any buckets, they did get their Jarrett Allen hit the first score. So we are rocking and rolling here. Brandon Ingram shoots a three out there on the wing, and he misses the shot. Rebound from Jarrett Allen. And the Cavs are going back the other way. I'll be more locked in on this commentary. So Evan Mobley's driving up the ring. He's passes it to Jarrett Allen out there in the lane. Kicks it back out to Evan Mobley. Tries to let it fly from three. Fakes. Pump fake into the corner to DeAndre Hunter for the Cavs. And misses the open corner three. Raptors going back the other way. Transition. Immanuel Quickley going up and being guarded by Merrill. Passes it to Jakob Poeltl out there in the mid-post area. Runs a little handoff action, and Immanuel Quickley with the floater. The score is now 2-2 with 10:50 left out here in this one. I'll be getting my rhythm back out here commentating these games. But Donovan Mitchell has the ball being guarded by Immanuel Quickley right now, and the ball swung to Sam Merrill out there on the wing. He lets it fly along and a foul is called as RJ Barrett tries to get around a screen. Not a shooting foul. Things are fine. Things are rocking and rolling here. Antoinette is saying is first time watching Raptors Digest is the go. Antoinette, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Let's go. We are rocking. I'll turn down the music. My bad on that. But we are ready to rock. We're getting some defense chance going. Getting this going. The Raptors are playing some defense. RJ Barrett's guarding Donovan Mitchell. Runs a pick and roll with Jarrett Allen. He drives to the lane, and Jarrett Allen gets that lay down the bucket. Immanuel Quickley's going the other way. So we are getting the rhythm going. Scottie Barnes is the basketball. Handoff to RJ Barrett out there on the wings. Pass it to Jakob Poeltl in the mid-post. A little cut by Immanuel Quickley. Nice pass. Oh, he almost hit Scottie out there in the back cut. Kicks it out. back to Scottie out there in the mid-post. A little post fade for Scottie Barnes, bounces around the rim and is out, rebounded by Jarrett Allen going back the other way. It's 4-2, 10 minutes left out there in the first quarter. And a good block by Scottie Barnes. Basketball is happening quick here right now. And RJ Barrett's come down in transition, goes to his left hand, and a good contest by Jarrett Allen. It's tough to finish out there in the lane with Jarrett Allen in there. And Donovan Mitchell shoots a pull-up three, front of the rim. Lots of misses happening early on. Brandon Ingram going back the other way in transition. A little 4-on-3, kicks it to the corner. Scottie Barnes drives the lane. You know Scottie's... Oh, he misses that, but it is a foul. Scottie Barnes will be at the free throw line here right now. But 9:41 left in the first quarter, and it is 4-2 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Fast-paced game here early on. There's a lot of missed shots, lots of stuff happening, but it is an exciting game. If you're enjoying this one so far, make sure you guys hit the like button so everyone knows that this game is, this is a spot for the Raptors live stream. But Scottie Barnes knocks down the first free throw, looking confident, looking poised. His jump shot has been remarkably improved over the course of the season, so that's a great thing to see, a great thing to watch. But 4-3 for the Toronto Raptors here now. Scottie Barnes' second free throw lets it fly, and that is money. I didn't jinx him with an improved shot, and Donovan Mitchell is coming back the other way. RJ Barrett is currently guarding Donovan Mitchell. He's locked in, getting his defensive stance, passes to Jarrett Allen at the top. A little back cut for Sam Merrill, kick out to the corner. Raptors getting a little picked apart there, and Evan Mobley knocks down the three-point shot. He has been having a very solid season for the Cavs as well this year. 7-4 for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and 9:21 left in the first. Brandon Ingram dribbling up the basketball, being guarded by Sam Merrill. You know he's going to try to cook this matchup. And they throw a little double with Jarrett Allen, and a little pass in the paint. Jakob Poeltl, a little floater from the free throw line area, and that is 7-6 for your Toronto Raptors, assist by Brandon Ingram. But Immanuel Quickley guarding DeAndre Hunter there now on the wings, trying to get a little post-up action, and it is not working. IQ is holding his ground. Kicks it to Sam Merrill out there on the side. Scottie Barnes jumping on some pump fakes. Good contest by Immanuel Quickley. Back of the rim, board by RJ Barrett. We are going back the other way. Semi-transition, passes Scottie Barnes, and I like the idea from Brandon Ingram there, but leads him a little bit too far with that pass and goes out of bounds. I like the passes that are happening. I don't look at the chat for a second. I'm seeing some 6-7 messages. You guys are crazy. Spam 6-7 in the chat. If spam 6-7, because that is the score of the game here right now as the Cavs go back the other way. But I'm an unk, man. I'm an unk out here on the stream. But Immanuel Quickley guarding Donovan Mitchell takes a step back three. Good contest by IQ. IQ playing very good on-ball defense so far. He's had a couple of really nice defensive possessions starting off this one. IQ shoots a transition three and lets it fly, folks. Spam those flames emojis out there in the chat because Immanuel Quickley knocks down the three-point shot. Raptors have the lead. It is 9-7. And Donovan Mitchell lets it fly from three and foul baits his way into a three-point shot. RJ Barrett, it looks like it is his second foul, so that will be an annoying one to happen at 8:14 left in the first quarter, so that just sucks to see. But Immanuel Quickley knocking down those types of shots early on in this game. He's getting the phone celebrations going too. That is what we like to see. But Donovan Mitchell out there at the free throw line here right now, 8:14 left in the first quarter, and he knocks down that first free throw. So it is 9-8, 8-9, whatever we are talking about here right now. But I am loving that shot from Immanuel Quickley. Gio saying trade IQ now while he's on a hot streak. I mean, I'm still a believer in IQ, but you get a superstar for IQ. I mean, I'll throw IQ out there in some trade packages. But as Donovan Mitchell shoots his next free throw, I am still part of the movement, folks. We got 200 people in here. Join our movement for not trading RJ Barrett. This isn't the game. It's part of my propaganda machine, but he hasn't been that great over the past couple. And early foul trouble so far on this one, but I'm a believer in RJ Barrett. Join the movement. But Donovan Mitchell knocks down the second free throw, and so it's 9-9 tie game for the Cavs and the Raptors, and he gets one more free throw and misses it. I jinxed him, putting the score up early. So, Raptors going back the other way. Brandon Ingram has it above the break. The three-point line, he's looking to cook. He's looking to get a shot. Nice. That's usually a spot, but it gets blocked by DeAndre Hunter, a good on-ball defender. So, Gradey Dick is currently guarding Donovan Mitchell, and he just gets That's such a bad foul call, too. Donovan Mitchell is getting some brutal foul calls right now for this team, but I guess Gradey Dick was a little bit out of control, and Donovan Mitchell is going back to the free throw line. But Brandon Ingram on that last possession, it was a nice block by DeAndre Hunter on a midi pull-up, but that is what it is. We are rocking this way. But Donovan Mitchell is back to the free throw line. 7:58 left in the first quarter, so we'll update the time out here on this. But he lets it fly and knocks down that one. So, the score could have left out there. 10-9 out there for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Not what we like to see. We want a Raptors W. We want a Raptors. We need a little good possession here for the Toronto Raptors after this free throw. So you know what that means, folks. We gotta get some hype. We gotta get some energy out here in this chat. Gotta get some spam 2 if you want the Raptors to score 2. Spam 3 if you want the Raptors to score 3 on this possession. Important possession. Scottie Barnes coming up the lane, and here we are going. Swings it to Jakob Poeltl out there at the top. Brandon Ingram has the basketball again, being guarded by DeAndre Hunter. Pick and roll, and right in his spot, and misses it. Brandon Ingram misses a shot that he never misses, and it is 11-9. So that is what it is for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that ball is out of bounds on the Toronto Raptors, and it is staying with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jacoby Walters back in this game. JK, what is happening? Calgary loves you. Oh, trade Scottie Barnes. Hey, I'm not with you on the Scottie Barnes trade, but I love vintage out here in the chat. But Raptors playing defense here right now. We are getting this rolling. And another foul. Stop fouling Donovan Mitchell on jump shots. That is his 3rd jump shot he has taken in the past 3 possessions. 3rd jump shot taken in the last 3 possessions where Donovan Mitchell has been fouled on a jumper. I hate it. I hate it. Oh my God, that's so soft. That's 3 straight soft fouls for Donovan Mitchell. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. L. Toss it L. Toss it an L out there at the refs here. I'm not liking this. I'm not here for this. I'm not usually blaming the refs in these games as Donovan Mitchell makes the first free throw, but that is 3 fouls out there on like soft fadeaway jump shots. Like, it is brutal. Brutal what we are witnessing out here right now. Eddie Hung is saying Raptors suck. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. The soft spider. That's what they have out there in the chat. But it is 13-9 out there for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Still very, very early in this game. 30. Welcome from the Philippines. Let me know in the chat where all you guys are from, where you're tuning in from. But Scottie Barnes out there in the mid-range area, and Jared Allen just rips it out of his hands. A few bad turnovers, a few bad shots taken early in this game. Raptors don't really have the momentum here now, but the Cavs throw it out of bounds, and we're coming back the other way. And this is a good timeout by Darko Rajaković. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Folks. Darko Rajaković needs to know when to call timeouts when momentum is losing it. And I felt like maybe a couple possessions ago he could have done it, but right now it's a good time that Darko Rajaković is getting that timeout. So that's what we like to see. But lots of people out here in the chat. The Raptors are rolling. Adam's saying L. L for the referees, but we are in timeout as well. So just a little note for you folks, so you stay up to date. The time of this game, so the score is 13-9, and it is 7:24 left in the first quarter. Game for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Mitchell will get the soft fouls all night. Let's blame the refs. I don't want to blame the refs, but you have to be aware of what's going on, but I don't like it. Pedro from Brazil, welcome. A couple of folks, is up from Brazil as well? Welcome. Glad to see you guys tuning into the stream. But I was a clear foul on Mitchell, though. Yeah, the third one was. The first 2 I'm a bit shaky on. But Saskatchewan Go Riders. Grey Cup, baby. Grey Cup incoming. It's McGill, what's it called? The Alouettes. Alouettes played in the McGill Stadium, so I used to catch those games there. But we are rocking and rolling there. If my brain is running correctly. From PH, Philippines? Ujiri? I hope I'm pronouncing names correctly as well. Pedro Brazil. My Spanish is not great. I can say de nada out here on these streams. De nada. I was in Panama a year and a half ago. People remember those videos. But my Spanish is brutal. My French is a little bit less brutal, but I got to learn some more Spanish. But Sao Brazil, go Raptors. Lots of Brazilian Raptors fans out here. We love it. Out here in the chat. But Jaron Allen going to be over 20 points, rebounds, assists. The Raptors are pretty thin in the front court, but I'm saying under because I believe in the Toronto Raptors' ability to shut down the Cleveland Cavaliers. And they'll just sit them at the end of the game. Boo refs, boo refs, boo refs. Go Raptors mascots. Let's go. But I'm in Toronto driving the TTC bus currently. Let's go, Raptors champs. Appreciate you. I love the public transit out there in Toronto is way better than Newfoundland, so I respect the hustle. I love it. But I'm not gonna try to answer your question because my Spanish is it's Portuguese. I'm in Brazil, Portuguese. Let me lock in. Let me lock in my brain here. You know, I'm seeing language. I can't. I gotta lock in. But Jogues, Ontario. Let's go. I'm not familiar with that spot. But what's happening, North Star Entertainment? Good to see you out here in the chat. But JK saying, Ben, you should do a day in the life Ben video behind the scenes. Hey, that'd be pretty cool. A little day in the life at Digest Media, folks. Get the boys in the office. Been at a full office here today. We are rocking and rolling. Chris is up from New York, up to Newfoundland, from New York to Newfoundland, out here, in Newfoundland into the spot. But we are rocking and rolling. But this game is back. We are ready to rock in this game. So we're locking back in. 7:22 left in the first quarter. 9-13 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Immanuel Quickley is dribbling up the basketball. Handoff to Scottie Barnes, who is, hands it off to Jacoby Walter. A little pass to IQ. Lots of ball movement out of the timeout from Darko. But a curl cut for Brandon Ingram, who drives in, shoots it over Jared Allen, and Ingram is missing a lot of those shots he usually makes. Scottie Barnes lets it fly from the three-point line, and folks, spam those threes. Spam those threes out there in the chat, folks. Spam those threes because Scottie Barnes just knocks down a three. 12-13 for the Cavs. And Donovan Mitchell drives, the lane gets blocked, and the ball goes out of bounds. So 12-13, we are rocking and rolling here. What a shot there by Scottie Barnes. You love to see it. Big defensive possession. We can get a little run going here. Let's chant those defense. Defense in the chat. Defense in the chat. Spam it. Immanuel Quickley guarding DeAndre Hunter, it looks like. And he kicks it out. Swing, good rotation by the Raptors. Sam Merrill at the top. You got to be a bit quicker on the closeout, but they got to him, and he missed that shot. Raptors going back the other way, and they turn it over. Let's get the defense chance back going. Evan Mobley had a layup, and then he kicked it out there. And then an and one for DeAndre Hunter. Boo, boo, boo. We don't like that there. But Hunter's playing a pretty good game in this one. He's looking very solid defensively. But that's a bad foul by Jacoby Walter. That's probably his second. So that is what it is. But, okay. We are rocking and rolling. And a reminder to everyone, folks, we have a subscriber goal, 39,600. Can we get there in this stream? We shall see. We're about 21 subscribers away. It's completely free to hit that button, join the community. And if you love to see numbers go up, hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me. But Jacoby Walter subbed out. Gradey Dick is back in this game. DeAndre Hunter is here at the free throw line, shooting one because he just got an and one. It is 12-15 for the Cleveland Cavaliers with 6:20 left in this quarter. Okay, 16-12. We are rocking and rolling there. Raptors going back the other way. Jamal Shead is in the game. Get the shed heads out. Get your shed heads out. But Jakob Poeltl passes Scottie Barnes in the lane. He is fouled by, who the heck is that? Porter Jr. That's not Kevin Porter Jr. What Porter Jr. am I looking at? Is my ball knowledge cooked? Is my ball knowledge cooked? Craig Porter Jr. Okay, I knew that. It was a little brain slip, but I knew that. Okay. Jamal Shead has the basketball. He's dribbling in the corner. Hands it off to Scottie Barnes. He swings it over to Jamal Shead. A little pick and roll with Scottie Barnes. And Cavs are playing good defense, but Scottie Barnes in that paint. And he's scoring on that Dean Wade. You put Dean Wade out there on Scottie Barnes, that is just buckets. As a recipe for a bucket. Jamal Shead out there on Porter Jr. playing good defense out there right now. But Jakob Poeltl out there on the wing against Dean Wade. And good rotation there from the Toronto Raptors. Good communication. Scottie Barnes, good closeout out there on DeAndre Hunter. Lots of movement for the Cavs. And good closeout by Jakob Poeltl. Porter Jr. hits a tough contested three. You'll live with those. 19-14 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 5:30 left in this game. So we are going to be rocking. Jamal Shead has the basketball, kicks it to Scottie Barnes. That was a tough pass. You just take the layup there, Jamal Shead. Brandon Ingram doing a good job recovering defensively out there in transition. Swings it to Dean Wade. Good closeout by Jakob Poeltl. Hits the back of the rim. And Brandon Ingram with the rebound. He always surprises me how long he is out there on the basketball court. But he dribbles it up, passes it to Scottie Barnes, being guarded by Evan Mobley here right now. And we are going to see a little pass to Brandon Ingram out there in the paint, but he recovers it. Lots of sloppy passes so far in this one for the Toronto Raptors. Scottie Barnes working the mid-post, goes up at the left, hits the side of the rim, doesn't go in. The Cavs secure the rebound. Need to clean things up out there on the offensive end for the Toronto Raptors in this game. But Jakob Poeltl now playing defense. Scottie Barnes guarding Porter Jr. DeAndre Hunter being guarded by Jakob Poeltl. He's going to try to take him off the dribble. He's going with his right hand drive, and gets to the lane and makes a nice drive. 21-14. Things are slowly starting to fall apart for the Toronto Raptors in the first. Again, this is where a timeout would be nice usually for your team. Again, you don't want to burn through too many timeouts, but that's where I like to see them. But they try to run a curl action for Gradey Dick. It doesn't work. Jamal Shead is back here driving the lanes, driving in, and gets his own rebound, gets the ball, and it is tipped out. Not what we like to see. Not what we like to see. Gradey Dick guarding Porter Jr. here now out there on the wing. And Okay, so Jakob Poeltl out there, he is just getting blown by out there on the wings. That is a tough sight to see. They see the Toronto the Cavaliers. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the OG Chris Smoove days. I don't know if he's still making 2K videos, but the Cavs are running whoever offense on Jakob Poeltl. Whoever Jakob Poeltl is guarding, whoever it is, they're just trying to make some straight line drives and attacking the rim. So that is tough. That is tough to see. But Cavs going to do some, Gio, I don't agree. I don't agree. But we are rocking. We are rebounding, but we're okay rebounding, but poorly the 3 defense. Yeah, the rotations have been bad. But Sandro Mamukelashvili and Jamison Battle are in this game. Folks, it's over for the Cavs here right now. Jamison Battle is in this game. Sorry to say if there's any Cavs fans out here, but we have our 73% three-point shooter coming into the game. So there's no need to worry about this score starting off for this game. But, okay, Evan Mobley makes the second free throw, and it is now 22-14. 8-point deficit for the Toronto Raptors. I'm not too worried. I'm confident. But Jamal Shead passes it to Sandro Mamukelashvili, passes it to Gradey Dick out there on the wing. A little pick and roll action with Gradey Dick. Passes it to the corner, passes it back to Gradey Dick, who is driving once again. Lots of movement, lots of action, and backdoor cut by Jamison Battle. Gradey Dick throws it. A tough catch, but probably something that was gettable for Jamison Battle, and it goes out of bounds. But we need some defense. Spam the D. Spam the D out there in the chat. Spam the D. We need some defense on this possession. This is an important possession to get this stuff going. Let's get the defense chance rolling out here in this one. But Jamison Battle guarding Porter Jr. out there at the top. Jamal Shead on Donovan Mitchell. Larry Nance Jr. in this game. Wow. And, they are rocking out there on the wings. Mamu protecting the rim, and that floater is good for the Cavs. Defense spam. We didn't have enough D spammed out there in the chat. 24-14. Raptors come back the other way. Shed has the basketball. Running a little pick action with Sandro Mamukelashvili. Pick action again, and Cavs are guarding this really, really well. Drive by Gradey Dick. There's just always someone there. They pass it, and Jamal Shead, confident, letting it fly from the three-point line, and Jamal Shead. Shead heads, get hyped. Get hyped, Shead heads. Jamal Shead knocks down the 3. This man with a three-point jump shot is a starter in the NBA, just so everyone's aware. But then Donovan Mitchell comes back and hurts my soul because he comes back and gets an and one. 26-17. Timeout there for the Toronto Raptors. It is what it is. Folks, let me know. Let me know in the chat right now, how are we feeling about the start of this game? In one word, I'm going to type it in, sloppy. Sloppy. That is the one word that I'm going to use for the start of this game. We're getting the stream stuff going, and my goodness, have I been bad out there at updating the time. It is 2:59 left in this game. A little rusty on the streams, folks. A little rusty on the streams, but already a large lead. Cavs, easy money. Eddie, you don't know how the Raptors work. If the Raptors make it easy on themselves, it's no fun for the fans. We are going to be fine. But I'm feeling Raptors going to lose. Pedro, it's fair to feel that. It's fair to feel the Raptors are going to lose. I don't blame anyone for feeling that here right now. Gio saying one word, auto loss. Paradise lost. Lost. Paradise lost. You have lost in your name. Switch it up. Switch it up. We need a Paradise win. That's what we need. We can win this. I will give credit where credit is due. The Cavaliers' defense has been phenomenal to start off this game. That is one thing I will give credit to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their defense has been phenomenal. Raptors just need to lock in a little bit and stop getting fouls out there on jump shots. That's what we need to do. Adam's calling for a trade already. But, folks, reminder as well, we are 20 subscribers away from our subscriber goal of 39,600. So if you are one of the 222 people in this chat and you haven't hit the subscribe button just yet and you are liking the daily Toronto Raptors coverage, the streams that are going to be coming left, right, and center this season, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button because we got a lot of big stuff happening. But it's currently in timeout. We are watching, what is that? Will Arnett out there for RBC. Yap on my screen. But which mobile app can I watch the game live from, guys? Thanks. It's the TSN? It's a TSN game? I'm not sure. I think it's TSN. But D. Risington come out and saying that he's rotted, that the Cavs are getting knocked out in the first round this year. The Raps don't have that dog in them to steal a win. Raps defense is so bad. Hey, the Raptors, they are they've had some good defensive performances this season. I'm not gonna trash on the defense too bad, even though it has been rough so far in this one. That is the truth. That is the truth. The Raptors have a lot of dogs this year. They do. The Raptors, I don't think this roster makes like a ton of sense in terms of roster balance, but I do like the talent we have on this team. The Raps need to put pressure on this fluke team. We are going to be rocking. This game is broadcasted on main TV. Yes, sir. Paradise lost. I'm going to say Paradise win whenever you comment, just because I want the Raptors to win. I can't speak losses into existence, folks. I can't speak losses. We need some good almonds out there in the chat, folks. Spam some W's. Spam some W's out there in the chat right now if you want the Raptors to win this game, because it's currently back in action, 27-17. About 3 minutes left in this game. Jamal Shead dribbling up the basketball, being guarded by Porter Jr., it looks like. Okay, a little screen action. They shoved Gradey Dick to the ground as he was trying to set a screen. And, that's what we need. You need something weird going on so they can get this momentum rocking. But spam the W's to put the W's out there in the chat. Some good almonds in the air for the Toronto Raptors. 2:51 left in the first quarter, 27-17. Raptors inbounding the ball. Goes right to Immanuel, and we will see what happens next. Handoff to Jamal Shead. He is up there at the top, running a very high pick and roll with Immanuel. Drives the lane. Jamal Shead, confident driving the basket. Man, they have a lot of hands out there in the lane. And Jamison battle, folks. Reminder, Mr. 73% from the three-point line ends up hitting a layup in this game. But the Cavs come back the other way. Proctor out there passes to Porter Jr. Proctor out there for 3. Close out by Gradey Dick. Bad day to be the front of the rim. Proctor shooting that shot. But 19-27. Immanuel drives the lane with the left. Knocks it down. Mamu. Spam that. Mamu out there in the chat. Beautiful lay for Mamu. Playing some defense here right now. Gradey Dick gets the steal. We are rocking and rolling, folks. Coming back the other way in transition. Jamal Shead coming out there in transition. Slows it down a little bit. I'm getting a little too carried away. I'm playing some tunes out there in the background. Jamal Shead out there outside the three-point line. Getting a paint touch. Pass to the corner to Gradey Dick. Good closeout by Larry Nance. Pass it to Jamal Shead. Driving the lane. A little pass. What a pass by Jamal Shead. The lefty layup from B.I. 3. Let's go. 27-23. Let's go. 4-point deficit for the Raptors. And that's a foul on the screen. And let's go. Jamal Shead is drawing that foul, folks. We are cooking. Game of runs right now for the Raptors. Spam W. If you are liking what you are seeing, we need more W's. We need more good almonds out there in the chat here right now. More good almonds, folks. Because the Raptors are rolling, which we love to see. 1:30 left in the first quarter. And this is great. Jamal Shead dribbling the basketball at the top. Passes to Brandon Ingram out there in the mid-post area. He's guarded by Dwayne Wade. I may as well put the score up already. He's being guarded by... they switched. Larry Nance got on him. I won't put up the score immediately. But Jamal Shead running a pick and roll. 4 seconds left in the shot clock. Shead's going to let it fly from 3. Rushes it off the glass. Folks, Jamal Shead letting it fly off the glass. Keep spamming W's out there in the chat. This is working. Folks. 26-27. 26-27. Let's go. Defense has locked in. The defense has locked in, folks. The defense has locked in. We are ready to rock. Okay. Fake comeback, Gio. This is not a fake comeback. 26-27. 1 minute left out there, and they're subbing out Jamal Shead. Why are we subbing out Jamal Shead? Jamal Shead is our guy. Subbing out B.I. Okay, RJ Barrett's coming back in this game. We are ready to rock. Folks, hit that like button. If you are liking what the Toronto Raptors are doing. Cavs inbound the basketball. Larry Nance being guarded by Immanuel. Handoff. RJ Barrett now guarding Donovan Mitchell. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. 50 seconds left in this quarter. Jamison Bell out there. They pass to the corner, and that looks like Proctor letting it fly from 3, and he knocks down the 3. Momentum killer there by Proctor, but it's fine. The Raptors are still rocking and rolling here. 30-26. No one said this game would be easy. Immanuel Quickley being guarded by Proctor and Porter Jr. are mixing me up. But kicks it out to Immanuel. You know that's money. Let's go. Immanuel gets those 3 points right back for the Toronto Raptors, and we are back playing some defense. 30 seconds left in this quarter, and we are rocking and rolling. Jamison Battle out there guarding Donovan Mitchell. You know, Jamison Battle, that added muscle Jamison Battle's been putting on. He's ready to lock in, moving his feet really well. A little push-off from Donovan Mitchell. A little dribble pull from Proctor, looks like. Front of the rim once again. I said, bad day to be the front of the rim. Your Proctor shooting that jump shot. But he passes out there to Donovan Mitchell. 8 seconds left in the quarter. They throw the double on Donovan Mitchell out there in the corner. And front of the rim once again. It's a bad day to be the front of the rim for Mr. Proctor. And quickly shoots a full court shot. I am frozen in an absolutely devastating position. I'm going to fix my camera there right now. But we conclude the quarter. Raptors, it was ugly. It was messy. It was gross. But you know what they say? It's just a 1-point deficit. It's just a 1-point deficit, folks. That is what we like to see heading into the second quarter. 30-29. I'm saying for the Toronto Raptors. Even though we're losing, the momentum has swung. They have jumped on the jungle gym. They have moved over to the swing set, and this game has swung the way of the Toronto Raptors, which we love to see. Great stuff so far for this Toronto Raptors team. If we're taking a look at, not so far, great stuff the last minute and a half of that quarter. Great stuff the last minute and a half of that quarter. We're taking a look at the box score. We're taking this up and seeing how this game is going. And folks, reminder, we are 16 subscribers away from our subscriber goal of 39,600. Can we get there on this stream? Hit that subscribe button if you want all of your latest Toronto Raptors news out here on this channel. But so far in this one, Brandon Ingram has missed a few of these mid-range jump shots. The extra length of the Cleveland Cavaliers got to Brandon Ingram for a chunk of the first quarter. He had a nice layup out there in the lane, which is great to see. But it is, that is what it is. RJ Barrett didn't get a lot of run out there to start off this game, dealing with foul trouble. Only 4 minutes. Can't really judge his game, criticize, or gas up his game so far. Scottie Barnes, 8 minutes in this one, has, The points are all over the place. 7 points for Scottie Barnes, knocked down a 3-point shot. Solid stuff there from Scottie. Immanuel Quickley knocked down a 3. He's been playing solid. No one's been overwhelmingly great besides the bench. The bench has come in and really take the momentum of this team. Immanuel Quickley, only 4 minutes of action, 5 points, 1 rebound, knocking down shots. That's what we like to see. Jamison Battle, 2 points. Really nice drive, nice cut from him. Where are we? Jamal Shead, 6 points already in this one, 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. One of them was a bank shot. I will be honest, folks. I will be, on it fair in my biasness and my criticism. One of those was a bank shot from Jamal Shead, but Jamal Shead 6 points in this one. I like the energy he's playing with. He's trying to get some different looks for this team. Had a really nice pass to Brandon Ingram so far in this game. Great to see. Gradey Dick also had 6 minutes, has 0 points, but did he not score? Gradey Dick feels like he's playing a solid game out there in this one, but 83% for the 3-point line. That's super sustainable. Do you know why? Do you know why this is sustainable? Gio, do you know why this is sustainable? As we have a man that shoots 73% from the 3-point line on our team. 83% from the 3-point line is sustainable. It's going to happen. But we are back in action. We are back in action here. Top of the second quarter. Is Porter Jr. dribble the basketball, being guarded by Immanuel Quickley. Proctor, sorry. Proctor, their numbers are mixing me up. But Jamal Shead guarding Donovan Mitchell. Good close out there by Jamal Shead. Tough shot by Donovan Mitchell and misses it. The Raptors going back the other way. 11:30 left in the second quarter. Scottie Barnes driving down the lane. Will the momentum carry over into this quarter? We shall see. I like this lineup. Jamal Shead, Immanuel Quickley, Quickley, Gradey Dick, and Scottie Barnes out there on this. But Scottie Barnes, the basketball at the top, hands it off to Jamal Shead, makes the cut, and nice shot by Scottie, front of the rim. That is what it is. Raptors going back. Oh, great hustle by Jamal Shead. Almost gets it, lands on top of Proctor, and that is what it is. Good hustle from Jamal Shead, almost steals away an offensive rebound. We are going back the other way. So right now, 11-13 left in the second, still 30-29. Folks, let me know. What time is it here? It's 9 p.m. in Brazil. It is 9:14. 9:14 in Newfoundland. So that's what time it is here. I think it's 7:30 Eastern time. 9:14 in Newfoundland. But Cavs come back the other way. Evan Mobley is the ball being guarded by Scottie Barnes out there at the top of the 3-point line. Handoff to Proctor, guarded by Immanuel Quickley. He lets it fly from the three. He is taking a lot of shots, man. And Jamal Shead passes to Immanuel Quickley, running some transition offense. The Cavs do a good job of getting back. Pass it to Jamal Shead. He drives the lane, going in with the left. Pass. What a pass from Jamal Shead. Eyes on the back of his head, straight to Scottie Barnes. And we are 31-30. Raptors have the lead. Folks, if you need a reminder, first team to 31 usually wins the game. That's just a little reminder. First team to 31 usually wins the game. Immanuel Quickley coming back the other way, being guarded by Larry Nance Jr. Kicks it to Gradey Dick. Lets it fly from the three-point line, back of the rim. That's what it is. Mamu hustling out there on the rebounds, and Immanuel Quickley bats it out to Immanuel Quickley. We are outside behind the three-point line. They're running a little pick-and-roll action. Immanuel Quickley, Scottie Barnes, passes it in the lane, lets it pass out to Gradey Dick, drives the lane, kicks it to Mamu. You know Mamu's knocking down that shot. Pass, foul on the pass, blocking foul on the pass, and it is the Raptors basketball. This game is crazy, folks. We are in for a good one. Folks. If you are liking this game so far, make sure you guys hit that like button so people know this is the place to be for this Toronto Raptors game. Me too, bro. Let's go. Newfoundland, I miss it. We rockin'. I love it. Spam those W's in the chat, folks. Spam those W's in the chats. Good omens. It keeps the momentum going. But, okay, ball inbounded to Immanuel Quickley. I love this lineup, Jamal Shead and Immanuel Quickley. Mamu Kelishvili above the break, three-point shot. And Mamu, call him Mr. Automatic. Mamu Kelishvili, 34-30. We are getting the flames emojis going. Let's get some defense rocking for the squad. Raptors, Evan Mobley out there on the wing, trying to drive past Gradey Dick. And he goes in with the left. It looked like it was a travel. And it is a travel. They got it right. 34-30. 9:50 left out here in this quarter. We are rocking and rolling. 9:50. Okay. Jamal Shead is the basketball out there at the top. Swings it to Immanuel Quickley, being guarded by Larry Nance Jr. Passes the corner. Scottie Barnes guarding the paint. I don't know who the heck that is. But Scottie Barnes drives the lane, and that, folks. Put the and sign in there. And put the 1 in there. Because Scottie Barnes is out here getting some he's getting some and 1 for Scottie Barnes. It is 36-30. Folks, let me remind you, the momentum has swung. We are swinging right now because we got a little and 1. W from Milltown, New Brunswick. Let's go, Mamu de Vibes, de Vibs. Let me know how to pronounce that correctly. Raptors bench are better than their starters, Gio. As long as they're talking positive, Gio, I like it. And Scottie Barnes knocks down the free throw. It is 37-30. We are rocking and rolling. Okay. Donovan Mitchell dribbling up the basketball, being guarded by Immanuel Quickley out there at the top. We are rolling here. Mamu, good hedge out there on that screen. They try to pass the corner. Good, phenomenal rotations by the Toronto Raptors. Immanuel Quickley making the drive. Scottie Barnes stays right in front of him. Good curl cut by Proctor. Drives it with the left, and it's Porter Jr. Goodness gracious. 32-37. Gradey Dick being guarded by Donovan Mitchell. Passes it to Scottie Barnes. Swings it. What a nice little play. What a nice little action by the Toronto Raptors. They don't get anything out of it, but I like that play. I'm going to steal that from my men's league team. Immanuel Quickley out there on the wings. A little pick and roll right now with Scottie Barnes by Immanuel Quickley. Driving the lane. He trying to get the pull-up. Kicks out to Scottie Barnes. 1 second left. Lets it fly from 3. And hits the side of the rim and out. Tough one there for the Toronto Raptors. Reminder, folks, if you're enjoying the content, we are 15 subscribers away from our subscriber goal of 39,600. Can we get there in this stream? Can we get there? Let me know. Well, let me know. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit it just yet. Means the world to me. It's completely free. You join this community of Raptors Digest Nation, baby. We rock and roll. D Frizz saying, oi, oi, oi. We rockin'. And they're calling an officials timeout? Mamu Kelishvili is getting attended to because he's bleeding or something, so we shall see. Where's Ingram at, brother? He is not in the game currently, it looks like. The Raptors may have made some subs. There's officials timeout, but he has been struggling knocking down his shots. He's been struggling knocking down his shots so far in this one. But 8:45, 37-32. The Raptors have the momentum so far in this game. How are we feeling, folks? How are we faring? Aaron Bryan throwing in the flames. I'm feeling pretty fired up, folks. Pretty fired up. I'm going to play some positive tunes as we're waiting for this game to hit it back. Big man Barrett is saying, let's hit 40K. That's the goal. That's the mission. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm reasonable. I know it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But if we can get to 39,600 on the stream, maybe we can up the subgraph 39,700. We rock and rolling, but we'll see. We'll see. But we were back in action. Donovan Mitchell being guarded by Immanuel Quickley, a little double at the top. And you're leaving the corner open, Evan Mobley. Good closeout by Scottie Barnes. Driving by Evan Mobley. He's a lot quicker than I remember, but he misses the mid-range jump shot. Scottie Barnes pushing this in transition now. Immanuel Quickley letting it fly above the break. Three-point shot. Holy smokes! A little knockdown shot from IQ. IQ. 3. We rock. But that's a good take, and the Cavs come back the other way. Okay, so it is 40-34. 40-34. Let me get the score up for you guys. This is it's part of my I'm delivering the score. But okay, Immanuel Quickley hand off with Scottie Barnes. They're running at some action. It's at the top. A little fade screen, but Immanuel Quickley had a layup, but he says, I'm giving that up because Gradey Dick is in the corner, and a little open 3 out there in the corner for Gradey Dick. That's money. 43 to 34. But the Cavs come back and knock down a 3. That is what it is. This is modern NBA. There's going to be a lot of 3s happening. But Raptors coming back the other way. We are rocking and rolling here. Spam the W's. You want the Raptors to get a little, be on the winning side of things so far in this one. Up by 6. 7:35 left in the second quarter. But swings it to RJ Barrett. Mamukashvili running a little pick and roll out there, kind of. Picks it to Scottie Barnes in the corner. Hits the front of the rim. Good hustle by Mamukashvili. But it is saved, and the Cavs going back the other way. Okay. Scottie Barnes guarding the wing. Donovan Mitchell shoots the 3, lets it fly, miss. Outlet Immanuel Quickley. They're running transition. IQ wants that transition 3 all the time. I love it. I don't know if I loved it when he was missing, but I love it right now when he's hitting. And Mamukashvili with the folks. I need someone to spam some ands. Because Mamukashvili, this man, the unstoppable Mamu. 45-37, the and one for Mamukashvili. That is what we like to see. 45-37 for the Toronto Raptors. That is right. 7:04 left in this game. And Mamukashvili, he's not missing the free throw. I should have just put up 46. I should have just put it up out there on the score. We didn't need to wait. You knew he was making that free throw. But he need a rebound from Ingram. He'll be in this game. Don't worry. He's in the game right now. But they missed that shot. And he had an opportunity to get a rebound there, but he didn't. And the Cavs get the offensive rebound. And it is 39. Make sure to subscribe. You hit your parlays. That's a rule. You subscribe, your parlays will hit. But that's what's happening. Mamukashvili has the ball in the wing. Passes it to Brandon Ingram at the top, being guarded by Dean Wade. I may as well put 2 points up on the board now. If Dean Wade's guarding Brandon Ingram, may as well put it on the board right now. He drives the lane. There's 2 free throws. That's fine. I was getting a bit ahead of myself. Going to put the 2 points already on the board, but Dean Wade had to foul. There. That is what it is. But folks, we are 10 subscribers away from our subscriber goal. 39,600. Can we get there? As the Cavs call time out. 46-39. 6:29 left in the second quarter. How are we feeling, chat? How are we feeling as I update the time? I'm working on getting all this automated. I'm working on improving the setup for you lovely folks. But how are we feeling? Mikeyus, if you want the Raptors to lose, that's not what's happening. Well, everyone here on the live is gambling or something. There's always a lot of gamblers coming in. You know what? I don't encourage gambling. I'm not one out there to encourage it. But if you are doing the parlays and stuff, if you are in there, I'm not a gambler. But if you are, subscribing to Raptors Digest helps your luck. It does. But Chris the Rebel, I just subbed. I need my picks to hit. Let's go. Let's go, folks. I appreciate you, folks. But shout out my Detroit Pistons and I'll subscribe. Arthur the Magic Gardner. The Detroit Pistons have been really good this season. I will give them credit. They have been phenomenal. And you deserve your shout outs. You deserve those. You deserve the shout outs. But you said if I sub, I hit my parlay. FGM Jetta, you'll hit that parlay. Don't gamble if you don't got it. Lose is the best advice. Exactly. Yeah. Don't. Gambling is what brings us here, Bad Fox. I mean, hey, I'm not a whatsoever. I just know I can't be gambling because I played enough 2K as a child, doing those packs and the VC, trying to get my team up, but trying to get my team really good. I just spent so much money on VC out there as a kid. That's I just know I'd be, and you could do wager VC in those games. I'm like, if I got into sports gambling, man, I'd be cooked. But the Raptors are rocking out there in this one. 46-39, 6:29 left in the second quarter. Brandon Ingram should be going to the free throw line. They're showing the Saskatchewan Roughriders versus the Montreal Alouettes out there on the screen. We got some D-Frizz. Was it you saying you're a Rough Riders fan? Is that were you saying that, if I'm correctly? If I'm saying this, let me know. Who here is watching the Grey Cup this year, baby? I'm trying to get into football. The Alouettes played at my school, so I'm rocking. Anyone else think Dean Wade looks just like Adam Scott? Is Adam Scott Daryl S? Let me know. Is Adam Scott the guy from Severance? Let me know. We're still in timeout, folks, so don't think I'm slacking on my job. I know some people, when I start yapping, some people think I'm I'm just yapping. But FGM Cheddar, I've enjoyed the commentary. Keep grinding. Hey, we'll be grinded here. We don't stop. We don't stop out here on the channel. But go Sass for the Grey Cup. Leviathan, I respect it. Let's go. Okay, but we are back. The Raptors inbound to Jakob Poeltl. Handoff to Brandon Ingram. And that's open pass, and they're on the lane, and it's a foul. You got to throw that pass a second earlier, Mr. Ingram, and then that is a layup for Jakob Poeltl. But RJ Barrett, do some defense rebound if you are on the floor. He does. He needs a lock in. Get that stuff rocking. And folks, we are also 3 subscribers away from a little subscriber goal, 39,600. Let's go. 2 subscribers happening live. But Jakob Poeltl is at the free throw line here right now. 6:23 left in the second quarter. Jakob Poeltl letting it fly from the free throw line, and that is swish. Rarely do you get a swish at a Jakob Poeltl out there from the free throw line, but we are going to take it. Let's go. Okay, 47-39, second free throw from Jakob Poeltl. Back-to-back, baby. If Jakob Poeltl starts knocking down free throws, that man is elite center. But now that he isn't already. But Jared Allen up there at the top of the three-point line being guarded by Jakob Poeltl. And they're getting a good defense by Jakob Poeltl. Let's go. Bounce pass to Immanuel Quickley out there in transition with the lay. And the drive, folks, 50-39. Reminder to everyone in the chat. First team to 50 usually wins. Porter Jr. coming back, being guarded by Immanuel Quickley. A little blow. And a good return. Good closeout by Jacoby Walter. The corner, Sam Merrill. He's just going to hit that. He's going to make that shot. 42 to 50. RJ Barrett has the basketball. 5:46 left in this quarter. And a foul out there, and he drives the lane. And RJ Barrett is going to the free throw line with 5:44 left in the second quarter. But Mamu is literally mommy, bro. Goodness gracious. I look at the game. I'm not looking at the chat. What has happened in the chat, folks? And we hit 39,600. Let's go. Throw some W's out there in the chat. Throw some W's for this team. We are rocking and rolling here. But RJ Barrett knocks down the first free throw. Is 51-42. We are rocking the Cleveland Z's. The Cleveland L's tonight. The Cleveland L's. The Cavs are good. I'm not going to be disrespecting the Cavaliers. You're a really good team. But tonight, you're facing up against the Toronto Raptors. So what do you expect, 52-42. We are rocking and rolling here. 5:42 left in the second quarter. Jared Allen has the ball at the top of the key. They're not doing whoever offense on Jakob Poeltl anymore, which is great to see. RJ Barrett, good work around that screen. Porter Jr. trying to drive on Immanuel Quickley. And they pass to the mid-post area, swings it to Dean Wade. Good closeout by Jakob Poeltl at the top. Good closeout by RJ Barrett. But the Cavs are knocking down some shots. Got to give them credit. They're knocking down some shots where there have been closeouts. So that is what it is. Okay, Immanuel Quickley driving fast. Quick in transition, letting it fly. You gotta. Those transition threes, IQ, take a breather on those. Take a breather. You're going a little bit too fast to let that fly. But they pass to the corner. Dean Wade out there. Swings it up to Merrill at the top. Good closeout by Brandon Ingram. And they kick it to the corner once again. If they score here, it's time for a timeout. But they're driving, passes the lane to Hunter, and he gets a floater. It's time for... See, right now is time for a timeout. This is my criticism of Darko Rajaković. It's 52-47. Get a little timeout going. And RJ Barrett driving the lanes. Passes it to Jacoby Walter. We need to calm things down. Call a timeout. But RJ Barrett has the ball above the three-point line, lets it fly, left-hand shot, front of the rim. Momentum is swinging the other way, right? The timeout needed to happen 2 possessions ago. And the ball's in the lane. And a foul is called on what looks like Brandon Ingram. So it's 52-47, 4:28 left in this quarter. 4:28. I am pleading with Darko Rajaković. Call a timeout. Call time. Call time. So he calls one. That's my one thing. She got fit saying I got trust issues after the Spurs blew their lead yesterday. Yeah, it is what it is. I think there's some reffing issues in that. Spurs Digest, I know, had some crazy takes out there on that one. But can't let him close the gap. We are rolling. Brandon Ingram guarding DeAndre Hunter out there on the wings. But Immanuel Quickley guarding Porter Jr. Hunter lets it fly from the mid-range, front of the rim. Okay, we're going back the other way. Let's get a transition bucket here. RJ Barrett driving the lane. No one's stopping him. And they stop him at the rim, though. And it looks like he got hit in the face, but they do not call a foul. 4:09 left in the half. And we are rolling. Okay. Almost turned to the live stream. It's time for some memes. Hey, we are rocking and rolling here. Time for some flames. Let's get the flames rocking. Let's get the flames rocking here. We need a bucket. We need a bucket. Big possession. We're getting the motivational hype music out here on this one. Motivational hype music. Big possession of the Toronto Raptors. Immanuel Quickley driving the lane. Kicks out to Scottie Barnes, being guarded by Evan Mobley. He's driving in with the left. He's doing a little post fade over Evan Mobley. It bounces around like Kawhi Leonard. That's why we do the dramatic music, because it leads to buckets. Let's keep the momentum. RJ Barrett guarding the ball. DeAndre Hunter. They're trying to run some action through DeAndre Hunter. Swings it over to Porter Jr. Being guarded by IQ. Switch on to Jakob Poeltl. Pump fake. Close out by IQ. Great on-ball defense by Immanuel Quickley. Got to give a lot of credit there. Jarrett Allen inbounds it there. There's only one guy back for Brandon Ingram, and you know BI is scoring that bucket. Get hyped, folks. Get hyped. Get hyped. Throw some W's out there in the chat right now. 56-47. 3:23 left in this game. Sam Merrill passes it to Jarrett Allen out there in the paint. He's being guarded by RJ Barrett. He swings it out to Porter Jr. Being guarded by Jakob Poeltl. Switch on to Scottie Barnes. A good pass in the lane to Evan Mobley, but he absolutely sells the layup. Another transition opportunity for Brandon Ingram. He drives in, and then looks like, buddy, I'm calling that a penalty on a tripping penalty. If that was a weird defensive possession. I mean, respect to Sam Merrill getting the stop there for his team, but that was weird. That was a weird possession. Okay. 3:04 left in the half, 56-47. The Raptors had stopped this run, which is good. We are rocking. But Axel was saying, you're really good at the live stream. You're an NBA commentator. Appreciate you, Axel. But we are driving the lane. Donovan Mitchell drives the lane, and that's just a tough position for Jamal Shead to be in. That is what it is. A good play for the Cavs, and it's 49-56. 49-56. Jamal Shead has the basketball. Passes it to Brandon Ingram out there on the wing. Being guarded by a little pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl, a little brush screen, and Brandon Ingram wants this ball. He lets it fly from that mid-range spot, and you know Brandon Ingram knocks down that shot, like gets that spot at the free throw line. That is butter. That is what you have happening. But Jamal Shead Brandon Ingram switches on to Donovan Mitchell. He drives the lane. Merrill's trying to get a corner three. Poeltl is guarding Donovan Mitchell right now, which I don't like. I don't like that matchup. But Hunter gets DeAndre Hunter. Lets it fly. They get the offensive rebound. The deep point defense is a little disjointed. Last couple of possessions, but we are fine. Merrill out there for the three-point shot. Good close out by Scottie Barnes, and Merrill knocks it down. Can't let him get open. 52-58. 2:03 left in the quarter, and a good timeout there for Darko Rajaković. Good timeout. Good timeout by Darko Rajaković. Holy smokes, folks. This is crazy. This game is going. We get a little bit of a breather with this timeout. But 2:02 left in the quarter, 58-52 for your Toronto Raptors. Folks, how are we feeling? In one word, how are you feeling so far about this game? I want to know how you're feeling, because I'm feeling a little bit crazy. This is crazy. If that was ever warranted on a thumbnail right now, that is what we'd have rocking. Okay, but people feeling good with Brandon Ingram. Yes, I need my $4 for my groceries. Pedro, I hope you get your $4, my guy. But RJ needs to shoot some more threes. Yeah, RJ's been struggling as of late. Again, reminder to everyone in here. A reminder to everyone in here. If you want your parlays to hit, you got to hit the subscribe button. It's the thing, right? If you want your parlays to hit, you got to hit the subscribe button. I can't give you good advice on parlays. I'll give you the commentary, but it helps. I can't guarantee them, but I could say it helps with the luck. But it's free. You hit the button down below. But Harvey saying, hey, shout, bro. I love your stream. I watch you every time you are live. Appreciate you, Harvey. Appreciate you tuning into the streams. Means the world to me. Appreciate everyone that we have going in there. But Gio saying, I'm feeling a fake comeback. Fake comeback for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Fake comeback for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's what I'm saying. Pedro saying, I'm feeling sad because Toronto's winning and I'm losing. You're losing. Pedro, are you rooting for the Cavaliers? You can't be rooting for the Cavaliers. I'm converting you. I'm converting you over here to this squad. But bet equals W. Let's go, D-Frizz. Appreciate you. Appreciate you tuning into the streams. Miro wants to be Jamison Bell so bad. Dr. Risington, folks. Let me remind everyone. The 300 people we have in this chat, Jamison Battle is shooting 73% from the three-point line this season. 73% from the three-point line this season. Let's roll. Let's rock and roll on this, you know? That's what we have. But I think the Raptors are in going to chalk in the fourth. I believe in the Toronto Raptors so far this season. I believe in this group. This is the start of a win streak, baby. The start of a win streak. It needs to happen tonight on everything RJSM. I believe in RJ. Folks, through the ups and downs, I have a movement on this channel. I don't know anything about being a politician or starting movements or starting rants or anything like that, but I've started one. Join my cause of not trading RJ Barrett. It might be looking bad in today's game, but you know, we're trying to get this going. But we're starting to return back for break. No one's on the court just yet, but Raptors are they're showing the NBA Cup standings. Not too worried about that in this game. It's not an NBA Cup game. But the Raptors are back out there in the court. And, folks, good sight to see. Jamal Shead is back out there on the court. He has the basketball out there running a little pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl. And nice pass to a curling Scottie Barnes. And you know Scottie B is knocking down the shot outside the timeout. A reminder to everyone in here. First team to 60 usually wins. So that's just a reminder to everyone in here. But Brandon Ingram, good defense out there on Hunter. But offensive rebound, not scooped up by the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Raptors are getting this ball. But Immanuel Quickley has it, 60-52, minute 33 left in the half. Pass it to Jamal Shead, driving in on Jared Allen. Nice pass by Shead and Jakob Poeltl. Just like that, Raptors back up by 10. Shead to Poeltl. Man, Shead just runs his offense so well. I love the IQ Jamal Shead lineups. I can't lie. Shead guarding Donovan Mitchell, front of the rim. You know, if Jamal Shead's guarding you and you shoot a jump shot, it's going to hit the front of the rim. It's just the rules of the universe. But Jamal Shead guarding Evan Mobley right now, which is crazy. But Scottie Barnes guarding Mobley and kicks out. They knew to get the ball out of those guys' hands. But Brandon Ingram guarding Donovan Mitchell, and he turns the ball over. Shead going out. A little transition play, transition opportunity. IQ for three. Let's go. Let's go. Spam the threes out there in the chat. Spam the threes. 65-52 for your Toronto Raptors. Immanuel Quickley guarding Hunter out there on the wing here right now. He's trying to run spin moves like Siakam. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Hunter does the floater. That worked. The floater worked, but the spin move wasn't. 54-65. Raptors come back the other way. 30 seconds left in this half. IQ has the basketball, being guarded by Evan Mobley. Pass it to Scottie Barnes, guarded by Donovan Mitchell. I mean, what are we doing? Great pass by Scottie Barnes right to Jakob Poeltl out there in the lane. This is why Yak is so valuable. He's such a big target out there in the lane, and he makes his layups. Great stuff. Great stuff. That's what we like to see. 8 seconds left. They pass it to Merrill out there in the mid-range. You had an open midi there, Merrill, and you decide not to let it fly. And they pass it to the guy being guarded by Jamal Shead. And, folks, you know, if you are out here at the end of a quarter and you have an opportunity to pass, I don't care if it's Donovan Mitchell. I don't care if it's a multi-time All-Star. You don't pass it to the guy that's being guarded by Jamal Shead. You just don't do it. It's bad basketball IQ. You don't pass the basketball to the guy that's being guarded by Jamal Shead. You don't do it. If you're doing it, you're being foolish. You're being silly. You don't know what the heck is on the go. The Raptors end the half. Going into the halftime here right now. Let me get the quarters right. It is quarter 3, 67-54 for your Toronto Raptors. Jamal Shead getting interviewed there by halftime by Kayla Gray. That is what we like to see. But folks, throw some W's out there. Join the Shed Head community. Join the Shed Head community here right now. If you aren't a Shed Head, if you aren't living in your garage, out in your shed, out in your deck, what are you doing? What are you doing? This man, the way he's been shooting this season as well, one of the question marks people had about Jamal Shead was the jump shot. That's why he fell in the draft, a little bit older for a rookie, all that stuff. This dude, Jamal Shead, let me get the facts right. Let me get this so no one can contend with what the heck is going on here. Okay? Jamal Shead this season is shooting 45%. 45% from behind the three-point line. He is one of the best, if not the best, on-ball guard defender out there in the NBA. Put some respect on this man's name. The way Darko Rajaković has been executing as well, these lineups, again, someone asked me why I like what Darko Rajaković has been doing this season. The lineups with Jamal Shead and Immanuel Quickley have been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to watch on the offense and defensive end. Absolute greatness out there on the court for the Toronto Raptors here right now. But folks, let me know in the chat right now, in one word, how are you feeling about this game for the Toronto Raptors so far? As I pull up the box score so you guys can get your little breakdowns on what's going on. And our sub goal has moved. Can we get to 39,650 subs out there in the stream? Let me know, yes or no, if it's doable. Let me know if you guys think it's doable out here in the stream. I think it's doable. But as Labby is saying, Shed Heads unite. The Shed Heads have to reunite. Matt and Cheryl, Brandon Ingram make some points. Hopefully BI will get some points. But right now, okay? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what the box score is looking at. My God, did they butcher this box score this year for ESPN. I'm working on a website to get good box scores for you folks, so don't you guys worry. Okay, so far in the first half, Brandon Ingram's been struggling. 3 of 7 from the field, but he's pushing it a little bit, trying to shoot some contested middies a little too much early on. But you know what? He's been fine. 6 points in this one. Scottie Barnes has been awesome in this game. You see his point total, 16 points, 3 rebounds, only 2 assists, which is crazy to me. He's had some great paint touches and passes across the lane, which led to buckets for Jakob Poeltl. He had the buckets for a lot of different guys. You also see the 3 blocks in this game so far as well. Great stuff there for Jakob Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl, again, 8 points, 14 minutes. Good stuff on that. Immanuel Quickley. I have to give credit to Immanuel Quickley, folks. I just gassed up Jamal Shead like absolute madman there for the last little bit. Immanuel Quickley, after his pretty bad start to the season. I'll be blunt. I'll be candid. I'm a pretty Raptors biased homer. I won't lie to you folks. Everyone that's watched the streams, watch my videos, I'm a homer. I try to give you the news objectively and stuff. But Immanuel Quickley disappointed me to start off this year. He has completely flipped the script as of late. And it's not just because the three-point shots started going in. Of course, that's extremely important. For a smaller guard, you need to knock down your open threes. But tonight's game, 13 points, 5 assists. He's been facilitating all season. Defensively, he has really locked in, especially with his on-ball pressure. He was getting blown by every single possession. And, lately, Immanuel Quickley's been playing really well. So that's great to see. I also want to, folks, a very important statement I also want to make as well. I need to actually report a crime. I need to report a crime out here on this stream, actually. It hurts me to say this as a fan of the Toronto Raptors, as someone that supports this organization, supports the character of the front office and the people that are out here. I've been a big fan, okay? But I have to report criminal action because the Toronto Raptors committed a complete robbery of the NBA, getting Sandro Mamukelashvili for $3 million for a league minimum for that type of contract. The fact that we got Mamu at that price, at that level, it is the NBA should be sick to their stomach. The fact that we let this happen, the fact that the NBA let this happen is baffling to me. This man has been electric with his drives. He's finishing in the lane. He's knocked down 2 threes already in this game. Amazing stuff so far for Sandro Mamukelashvili. I know we got a bunch of parlay folks in here. Bet the over every day on Sandro Mamukelashvili. It's financial advice. That's financial advice for you folks. Mamukelashvili is elite. Don't sports gamble. Unless you can. But, okay. Lots of Cleveland Cavaliers fans in here. Chat, let me know who you are rooting for in this game. Cavs, type in Cavs if you're rooting for the Cavs. Type in Raptors if you were rooting for the Raptors. Let me know. Okay. So, Mamukelashvili, it's been rocking. Gradey Dick has 3 points. Jamal Shead, again, I've been talking about how good he is. 6 points, 6 assists. Just dominant defense out there on the defensive end. Mamu's my GOAT. Let's go. But we are rocking. And Jacoby Walter, 4 minutes, 2 personal fouls. That's what it is. Jonas from Brazil, let's go. Cesaro's rooting for the Raps. Zobayek, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, for the Cavs. Lots of people who are rooting for Brazil in this game. Let's go. Any Brazilians in this game? Yeah, Cavs had a chance to let Brandon Ingram in the house. Woo, we are rock and roll. Is Brazil playing? Why are people rooting for Brazil so much? I like Brazil. From Namibia? I hope I'm pronouncing stuff correctly. What does Brazil have to do with this? Zero, I think we have a lot of folks from Brazil here, which I appreciate, every single one of you. I don't know much Portuguese. My Spanish is bad. My Portuguese is worse. I have a few friends from Brazil, though. They came up and they were learning English. Shout out to Julio, Ariella. We rocking and rolling here. But, folks, Raptors are up 67-54. We are currently in halftime. I want to know, in one word, how are you feeling out there in this game? Lots of people rooting for the Cavs. Harvey rooting for the Cavs. All defensive team this year. Raptors defense has been locked in, baby. First quarter, a little bit shaky at times. But, W or L's for the Toronto Raptors right now. Daryl saying, why do you have so many fans from Brazil, Ben? I mean, I got to learn Portuguese, man. But Scottie becoming All-NBA. Scottie Barnes, if he's not an All-NBA player this year and he continues this level of production, continues this level of play, he's not All-Star, All-NBA, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what to tell you. It's rigged. Chakras is saying, hello from the Philippines. Welcome to the folks out there in the Philippines. One word, collapse. Gio, are you a Raptors fan? I know you are. But are you rooting for this team this season, or do you want us to tank? I've been reading your comments. You want us to tank, right? You want us to tank. You're on, board to get Boozer or something, right? Because 90% are in debt on banks. And what's happening? I'm Brazilian. Chill. What's happening? Keep playing how we are. And we'll be leaving Cleveland with 2 wins on their court. That's what we like to see. Jesse, going Raptors. Let's go. Jurassic Park for the playoffs. We got to make it happen. Blackhawk 2K is saying, build the lead. We need to build that lead. One word, I'm going with unpredictable. This game has definitely been unpredictable. It's been all over the place. As with all these games are. And a reminder to everyone that's tuning in. You're here at the halftime show for this Raptors and stuff. But we have a goal now. Updated subscriber goal. 39,650 subscribers. So I can get a camera that doesn't glitch out on me mid-stream all the time. D First saying Ben mentions tank and we all must send him a sour face. Hey, I'm not saying tank for us. I'm not saying we should tank. I'm saying Gio's thinking we should tank. Let's go. But Leviathan saying, great game so far, but RJ has to show up. He does have to show up. He does have to be better. Big man Barrett from Saint Pierre et Miquelon. Salut. Salut, monsieur. I will see you down to Rustique tonight if the Raptors get a win. I will see you down to Rustique if the Raptors get a win. Let's go. And let me get my camera right. We my proper camera's not working right now, so we're switching to the lower quality lens. That's what we've come down to. But we are rocking. But W Newfoundland, we rock and roll. NBA wants y'all to think the Raptors are gonna win, but I'm about to place a $15 bet and win $100. Spence, I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your money, man. But if you love burning money, that's something you can do. But my friend Ben, I'm not your enemy, but I hope the Cavs wins. Pedro, I don't mind you guys rooting for different teams, but if you want your hearts broken, you root against the Toronto Raptors. That's just how it goes. This season with Scottie Barnes, Brandon Ingram, Immanuel Quickley. If you want your hearts broken, you root against the Toronto Raptors. Some people love it. They love the hearts getting broken. They love the chase. They love all that stuff. And I don't blame you. But that is what it is. D-Frizz, the tank emoji, the tank animation's been deleted. I'm not going to lie. I'm running on like this janky old setup for my streams right now. I usually have everything organized, everything ready to rock, everything ready to roll, but I've been building a bunch of stuff, so it's just all kind of duct taped together right now. It's oh hell yeah, baby, Rustique, let's go. This guy knows ball. Oh, you know I know ball. Big man Barrett, you know I know ball. We will rock you. We will rock you, Canada. Let's go. Hey, that's we gotta unite. We gotta unite at Rustique. But RJ Stockin dropping like Pierre Poliviev. Polivier, however the heck you pronounce that man's name. I mean, I believe in RJ. But this is the only game that matters tonight. 100%. This is the game that matters. Mikios is saying Kawhi Leonard gave the Raptors their only ring. They not get another one for another 50 years. Man, if I didn't know. July, or was it June 2026? That was 50 years from now. That's crazy. June 2026 is 50 years from now. When we get that ring this season. I don't know. OKC was wilding out yesterday. Oklahoma City is a very good basketball team. Future Toronto Raptors, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's crazy. Raps put Brandon Ingram in. Come on. Brandon, go. Points. Matt, Cheryl, whichever one is making this bet. How many points do you need Brandon Ingram to get? Let me know in the chat. Reminder to all the parlayers. You want your parlays to hit that subscribe button. It's good luck. But the worst NBA bet is betting on a team will have less fouls than the Lakers. That's D-Frizz, you know what's going on. BI and RJ should step up because we have 2 more quarters. 100%. They'll be good. Gabrielle's typing in 6'7". It's 6'7", I'm going to be out here like Unk, just out here on the stream. We're rocking and rolling. Cavs will throw the kitchen sink in the third quarter. They are going to try. To get that going, but the Raptors have some effort. They're ready to rock. But okay. Also, we are 7 likes away from 100 likes out there on the stream. Can we get there? Can we get a little like spike going as we are currently in halftime for this Raptors team? But let's see. Who do you think is the best player on the Raptors roster this season so far? I mean, best player, Scottie Barnes. Last season, RJ Barrett. But all around, we're including defense, we're including all that stuff, it has been Scottie Barnes. Brandon Ingram's had his nights. RJ Barrett's had his nights. Heck, Immanuel Quickley has had his nights. But, Scottie Barnes is the guy. I don't know if Vintage Pimpage is still in here. He changes the username like JT, but you can't disrespect what Scottie Barnes has been doing this season. And my biased soul might just say Jamal Shead too, because I love that man. I love that man with all my heart. I was on a run in Miami this summer. I thought I don't wear my contacts when I run, so I can't ever trust it. But I thought I saw Jamal Shead and I almost cried. But this game is back, baby. We're back. I don't lock in. That happened fast. Okay, top of the third. Donovan Mitchell has the basketball, swings it to Merrill. They are back rocking. He lets it fly from the 3-point line. You're shooting that over Scottie Barnes. It's a bad decision. Bad decision out there for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we are back, folks. Spam some W's. Put some good energy in here for the Toronto Raptors. Let's lock in. All right? Let's lock in. 11:45, so people know. RJ Barrett lets it fly, misses the three-point shot, offensive rebound from Jakob Poeltl. Brandon Ingram has the basketball. He lets it fly from three as well, front of the rim. Hoisting up a couple tough threes to start things off, but we are rocking and rolling here now. RJ Barrett guarding Donovan Mitchell. He tries to drive the lane, and a little personal foul out there on either Jakob Poeltl or RJ Barrett. It's charged to RJ Barrett, so that is his third foul, which you don't like to see. Big Man Barrett saying best player on the Raptors is Garrett Temple. Last year was Boucher. Our tank commander. But rumor is RJ and IQ for AD. Is that a legit report, Gio, or is that like a little speculative thing? I'll cover it all, but let me know. But Miro has the basketball. They run a little handoff action. He's in the mid-range. Good defense by Immanuel Quickley. Scottie Barnes, it's good defense. And they're calling these touch fouls the same way they started this game. The same way the refs started this game. They are calling the most touchy, ticky-tack fouls on the Toronto Raptors to start things off. Let's spam some D. Spam the D. Spam the D, folks. Spam the D. Let's get a little defense chant going. Raptors need to play some defense here right now. Evan Mobley, great closeout by Scottie Barnes. He gets another block. It's his fourth block of the game. Scottie Barnes driving the lane, transition lay. Raptors are rolling. They deal with the ticky-tack foul, 69-54. Nice. Let's go. RJ Barrett guarding Donovan Mitchell. Man, that guy is quick. But he throws the ball out of bounds, folks. They are shook. The Cavs are shook. The Cavs are shook. Raptors going back the other way. RJ Barrett has the basketball. Passes it to Jakob Poeltl. RJ Barrett drives the lane with left hand. Off the glass. 71-54. Reminder, folks, first team to 70 usually wins. And they have to call a time out. They have to call one. 10:31 left in this third quarter. Raptors are rocking to start off this game. Let's get the tunes up in here. Let's get this rocking. The Cavs look shook. D. Frizz is calling for the Flames. We're getting the Flames rocking. Man, the Raptors, again, you have to deal with that. You got some star players. You got some really talented players out there on the Cavs. They're going to get some touchy, ticky-tack foul calls. You got to play through it. If you're going to be elite. The Raptors play through it, and you know what happens? They come into this game, and, starting the second half, they get out in transition. They get some buckets. They get this stuff rocking and rolling. Spam those W's. Man, we might see Scottie Barnes' first ever quadruple double. We might see it. They had to call timeout. They're there. I think the Heat will hit 71st last night. I think the Heat hit 71st. The Heat won. The Heat won that game. The Heat won. So, Ingram done nada though. Ingram will be fine. But it's 71. Hey, there's a moment. There's a moment in time where we hit 70. So, we are rocking and rolling here. Yaviel saying it's 71. We're rolling. But the Raptors need to keep this momentum going. The Cavaliers are a team that can easily come back. They're a team that can easily make that push. So, did the Heat win? Who won the game last night? Am I crazy? Okay, the Cavs won. The Heat... Okay, my bad. That's on me. The Heat won the game before. And then the Cavs played them again. I didn't realize they played them again. That's all right. Ingram is playing injured. What's the injury, Gio? What's he saying? Flip-flopping with predictions. Ooh, but that's why you just got to go all in on the Raps right from the jump. AAJ144K saying teams that get to 51st win about 60 to 68% of the time. Teams that get to 71st win about 72 to 78% of the time. That's what I'm saying. And teams that get to 71 first. I mean, you can book it. Teams that get to 71 points first, you can book it. The odds right now the Cavs win is 4.0. My bet is 1.3. I mean, Your parlays hit if you're betting for the Raptors, if you subscribe to the channel. That's all I'm saying. And your future parlays will hit if you subscribe to the channel. That's the rules. But Jakob Poeltl, the game is back. Jakob Poeltl is guarding Sam Merrill out here on the wings. Moving his feet really well. Merrill's not going to be able to score that in the lane. And there, fadeaway three for Donovan Mitchell. Back of the rim. Evan Mobley tips the ball, and it goes in. Good effort there by Evan Mobley. A little bit of a fluke, but 71-56. Immanuel Quickley gets the ball at the top. Run a little pick action with Jakob Poeltl. Ball back to Immanuel Quickley. And a little high screen. They're not running much there. Back cut by Brandon Ingram. Nothing comes out of it. And they are really being aggressive. But Jakob Poeltl in the lane. Kicks out to RJ Barrett, who drives in on Evan Mobley. Left-hand floater. In and out. Poeltl almost secures the offensive rebound, but doesn't. Going back the other way. Okay. Ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands. Guarded by Immanuel Quickley here right now. Merrill out there by the three-point line. Need a tighter closeout by this team. You can't give up open threes to Sam Merrill. Scottie Barnes driving the lane out there on Evan Mobley. And it's a foul out there on Evan Mobley. It won't be a shooting foul from what I'm looking at, but that is what it is. We need some energy. We need some energy out here. We need a little motivation because there's a big timeout, or a big possession out here for the Toronto Raptors here in this one. 9:22 left in this third quarter. And Immanuel Quickley. Exactly. That's why we play the hype music, folks. It leads to buckets. 73-59 for your Toronto Raptors. Donovan Mitchell driving the lane. A little hook shot. RJ Barrett plays good defense, but it still goes down. That is what it is. Spam the W's. Spam the W's. All right. Immanuel Quickley dribbling the ball. Being guarded by Sam Merrill. A little pick action out there at the top. Jamal Shead's coming in this game as well. Immanuel Quickley, a little floater, front of the rim. They're hustling for the rebound, and that is a foul. Jarrett Allen was hugging Jakob Poeltl. Gets called for the foul. And that really, I'm surprised he's complaining. That was a clear foul. I don't know what you're doing. Ingram hurt. His back, walked slow to the bench, get called for delay of game through the water ball. Oh, okay. I remember that deal. I thought you meant he got hurt in this game. But Brimhawk, you have free will. Don't call the monkeys. Time to take this timeout. Here comes the run. We'll see. Raptors the basketball. Scottie Barnes being guarded by Dean Wade. You may as well just count the bucket. I mean, give the ball back to... Okay, we're letting Brandon Ingram cook a little bit, which I don't mind. He's being guarded by Hunter. A little post fade for Brandon Ingram. And the and one, folks. And the and one. Out there for Brandon Ingram on a post fadeaway. What are you fouling for out there on a post fadeaway? Oh, and Matt here. Easy money. Time to take this team out. Here comes the run. We gotta squish him. We gotta squish this Cavalier squad. Squish him. For all those LeBronto years. We got to squish the Cavaliers. All right. Brandon Ingram knocks down the free throw. It is 75-61. And we're back on defense. Brandon Ingram guarding Hunter out there on the wing right now. Scottie Barnes guarding Hunter. Moving, switching. Little step back three for Hunter. And that's a good shot. Hunter's been playing very, very well in this game. 63-76. Scottie Barnes dribbling up the basketball. What a pass. What a beautiful pass. And you sell the layup, Big Yak. Goodness gracious. That's a gorgeous pass by Scottie Barnes. Should have been an assist. Step back. Missed by Donovan Mitchell. I mean, if you have Jamal Shead guarding you, what are you doing? And another beautiful pass by Scottie Barnes. And Jakob Poeltl dunks it. He dunks it. He says, I missed the layup the first time. Scottie, I'm not letting you miss an assist there. All right. We're rolling. I'll check the assists out there. We get a little break in action. But Jamal Shead guarding Donovan Mitchell. Jamal Shead has just got the clamps on right now, bro. He has to give it up. Pass it to Hunter. A good pass in the lane. And Dean Wade waits. Good patience there. It's all good. 65-78 Toronto Raptors. 7:30 left in this quarter. And Scottie Barnes driving in on Dean Wade. He's using his strength, using his muscle. Ball goes in and out. Scottie gets the offensive rebound. Going up again with the left. Misses the layup. Scottie gets the offensive rebound once again. Passes to IQ. Driving the lane. Passes it to BI. Out there for three. Hits the back of the rim. That is what it is. And that's Toronto Raptors basketball. Jamal Shead pokes the ball loose. And that is just Raptors basketball right there. Elite effort there for the Raptors. Would love to see that go. Love to see that shot go in. But we are rocking. Scottie Dimes, what a bullet. Two beautiful passes there by that. What are your thoughts on Matthew Hong? Shout out Mong. I played on a basketball team with Mong like the summer. shout out to Matthew Hong. We're getting Matthew Hong shout outs out here in this stream. I love it. But we were rocking. There's a little delay in action. The refs are chatting with each other. But here we are. Okay. Shead inbound in the basketball. Passing the ball. Passes it to Brandon Ingram at the top. Things are starting. The Cavs have switched to a 3-2 zone. They've switched to a 3-2 zone. I don't know why they're doing that if the Raptors are absolutely cooking them from 3. Brandon Ingram lets it fly from 3. And it goes around the rim as many times as possible and bounces out. That is what it is. Okay. We are rocking. Donovan Mitchell tries to pass in the lane. Jakobe Poeltl playing great defense. Jamal Shead running up at the wing. Immanuel Quickley letting it fly from 3. He loves that transition 3, man. He loves letting that thing fly. But Jamal Shead guarding Evan Mobley right now. And And wow, great defensive instincts by Jakobe Poeltl. And that's a bad call by the ref. But what's it called? Jakobe Poeltl and Jamal Shead doing their work to stop Evan Mobley. Reminder, we have a new subscriber goal, 39,650 subscribers. So if you are enjoying all the commentary, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. But how's that a kick ball? Refs getting that going. Shout out to Mom. That's crazy. All right. Jamal Shead guarding Donovan Mitchell. Tries to close out. Little step back. And that's a bucket there. That is what it is. All right, 10-point game. 10-point game. Our foot was on the line, so 11-point game. 67-78. Jakob throws the ball in the mid-post. They have the ball out wide. A little pass to Jamal Shead out there on the wing. Gives it to Ingram, being guarded by Hunter. He's working that mid-post area. Ingram lets it fly. And, man, Brandon Ingram, that shot is impossible to hit. And give me the odds. Give me the odds, because, reminder, first team to 80 usually wins. First team to 80 usually wins. They kick to the corner. Mobley out there in the lane, and kicks out to DeAndre Hunter. Above the break, 3-point shot outside. Hits the back of the rim. Bounces outside. Let's go. 5:47 left in the third quarter. I'll update the time when I get a chance to. Locked in on this game here right now. Jakob Poeltl, little spin move. He got Dean Wade on him. He's trying to work. Tries to kick to Immanuel Quickley, but it does not work. That is fine. 5:37 left in this quarter. I'll make sure the scoreboard's up to date for you folks. Can't have you guys missing that. Mahmoud, the Steel Crime Story of the Year. Good point by my way. It's a robbery. It's a robbery. Shout out for Ben Rogers, Leslie moving, yo. Let's go. We rockin'. But we roll. Odds 100 for the Raps. I love it, D-Frizz. Lock it in. Cleveland is breaking down. 80-67. What a pass by Jamal Shead. Be ready for that, Scottie Barnes. Kick ball for the Cavaliers. Okay. Raptors basketball still 5:33 left in the third quarter. Spam some W's. We need some energy. We need some energy out there in the chat. Sandra Mamu chicken sandwich. Let's go. I'd crush a chicken sandwich here right now. I can't lie. Passes it to Brandon Ingram out there for 3. Hits the back of the rim. B.I. has been not knocking down his 3 so far this season, which is what it is. But Jamal Shead guarding Donovan Mitchell. Playing good defense there. Moving his feet. And he's that is such a bad call. They call a foul on Jamal Shead. He wasn't even leaning into him. Oh, my God. That is sickening. I mean, Andy, I am the most... so first thing I'll say, I don't usually recommend betting, unless, you got money to burn or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I am fully confident in these Toronto Raptors. But I am most games, so I'm not the guy to ask. But Cavs knock down the free throw. We are rocking. Let's keep it moving, Raptors, with them 3s. And today, Ingram, he's got to knock it down. Fourth quarter run by the Cavs incoming. John Matthew, no way, Jose. 80-69, 5:13 left in the quarter. Jamal Shead dribbling with the basketball. A little light Iverson screen. They're not really running their actions a bit that aggressive. They're running a 3-2 zone out there for the Cavs, so it's an interesting strategy there, but it's working. It's working right now. A little travel! They didn't call it. Okay. Scottie going for another block. They're afraid of Scottie Barnes in the paint like Victor Wembanyama. But they get the shot. Okay. 71. Good timeout by Darko Rajaković. I would have called 2 possessions earlier because frankly, A team switches defensive schemes, you got to kind of be ready for it. You got to be prepared. You got to switch up your actions and stuff. But timeout for the Toronto Raptors, 80-71. 5 minutes left in this third quarter. How are we feeling, folks? How are we feeling? Andy, I'll do it. I'm going to do it. I'll let you know if I lose. Andy, I hope you win, my guy. I hope you win. Mabue from the Philippines, let's go. Mabue? Oh, again, I'm notorious for mispronouncing names. So, my bad on this. But shout out the Philippines. I got a lot of Filipino friends. Great people. Go Raps, let's go. Deep Frizz. Darko put battle in to break the zone. They got to. Mabue from Cali, let's go. Was that... man, I don't know my language. I got to get more cultured. But Raptors start hitting. Raptors got to start hitting. They got to start hitting. Shead is doing too much. Yeah, there's a couple passes there. It is what it is, but I like the way that he's efforting. But Brimhawk's putting it in as it should be. We got to sub in the man that is shooting 73% from the three-point line. 73% from the three-point line. Jamison Battle. Give this man some minutes. 4:48 left in this game, or in this quarter. 4:48, and we are back rolling. We're back rolling out there in this one. I'll let you know. Big man Barrett, don't let Mong know. We want pie. We need pie. Bring us pie. Do you mean Mark Pie? On Canucks Digest. We have any Canucks fans in here? BI's threes will go down the fourth. I'm calling it. Dallel, I hope you are correct. I hope you are correct in that assessment, because we are going to need it. Fourth quarter upset, she got fit? No way. Or am I believing in a fourth quarter upset? Goodness gracious. Fourth quarter upset. I'm calling fourth quarter blowout for the Toronto Raptors. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. I always predict what I'm hoping for. I don't hedge my bets over here. We double down. I don't bet, though. I don't sports gamble. Whoo! Okay. We need some energy. We need some energy out here in this one. I want some W's. Shackers, are you from Canada? I am from Canada. I'm from Newfoundland, Canada. St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. We get it rocking. All right. We are rocking. So, balls to Scottie Barnes in the paint. A great pass by Scottie, and Jakob Poeltl with the slam. They come back, and they let it rock. All right. Let's lock back in. This is the energy we need. I can't be the only one tossing W's in the chat, folks. Spam the W's right now. That dunk for Jakob Poeltl. Scottie Barnes guarding Evan Mobley out there in the post. Evan Mobley wants it. He shouldn't want it because Scottie's elite. And Mamu Kelishvili with the swat. And it smokes right off Dean Wade's face, and that's what we have going. Sup, Kumusta. How are you? From the Philippines. Let's go, Sportsmanda. Great to see you. Jamal Shead driving the lane. Handoff to Jakob Poeltl. Being guarded by Sam Merrill. Pass it back to Jamal Shead. They're back into man action, so the zone is gone. Kick ball. Ball is still in the Toronto Raptors' hands. Let's go. Do I speak Canadian? No. I speak Newfoundland. I speak with my Newfoundland accent. All right. Let's get some energy rocking. 82-72. I got the score wrong. 3:53 left in this quarter. Scottie Barnes the basketball out there on the wing. He is driving in the lane here right now on Tomlin, and he hits the front of the rim. Kicks it out to Brandon Ingram. Gives it to Jamal Shead. He's letting it fly. 45% from three, and that's a foul. Scottie Barnes hustling for the rebound. And 33 seconds left. Mike Tomlin? 3:36. Okay, been repping the Maritimes. Newfoundland's not a part of the Maritimes, actually. So that's unfortunate. Montreal, more rebounds too for Brandon. We'll see if they can get it. All right. Any of your elders in your family speak Newfoundland Gaelic? No Gaelic, but the accent does come out. You mean French? Je ne parle beaucoup de français. J'ai habité à Montréal pour 3 ans, mais my French is really bad. Jamal Shead has the basketball, being guarded by Sam Merrill out there at the top. A little back cut there by Mamu. Doesn't get the pass, but he kicks out to Jacoby Walter. Lets it fly from the three-point line. Jacoby got to knock those down. Gradey Dick hustling for that ball. Jacoby Walter gets it, swings it to Mamu, driving the lane once again, and he's going in with the left, and that's a foul. That's got to be a foul. To be fair, he was out of control. They're not gonna get that going. But how many blocks does Scottie have in this game? Scottie Barnes has 4 blocks so far in this one. Let's go. Let me know in the chat. I'm seeing a lot of people rooting for Cleveland right now. But let me know who you're rooting for out there in the chat. I'm saying Raptors. Jamal Shead guarding Porter Jr. out there at the top. Switch on by Gradey Dick. Great defense, but that's just some nice moves. And he blows by Gradey Dick. 74-82. We need some points here. That's a great take by Mamukashvili, and he gets fouled at the rim. Great stuff. Great stuff from Mamukashvili. Great stuff. Like and subscribe if you appreciate you. D-Frizz, you do my job better than I do. Getting those subs up out there on the channel. We got that new subscriber goal. I think we might be able to hit it. 39,650. Can we hit it out there on the stream? I don't know. Pedro, I need my $4. $4 is what I need. What do you need for $4, Pedro? Remind me. Remind me what has to hit for you to get $4. Team Cavaliers, no way. Cesaro, let's go Raps. Off game by Mitchell. John Matthew, it's not off game by Mitchell. What I'd call it more so is Jamal Shead. That's what I'd call that. And 84-74, Sandro Mamukashvili really knocks down those shots. Let's get it going. AAJ, the refs are, there's been some weird calls, but the Raptors got to lock in. And folks, Tomlin gets a dunk on a back cut off a miscommunication from the Raptors. Need to lock in here. Need to lock in. Let's get the dramatic music going. Let's get the dramatic music going. I can't be the only one spamming W in the chat, folks. Get the energy up. Let's get the energy up. Jacoby Walters a basketball. Open corner 3 from Gradey Dick. You know that's automatic. You know that's automatic. Let's go. 87-76. Raptors get the rebound. We're going back the other way. Ball kick to Immanuel Quickley. In transition. He is a little crossover. Loses the handle a little bit. He kicks it to Mamu. You know Mamu's knocking. Oh, he hits the back of the rim. It looked good, though. It felt good. Felt good with every fiber of my being. Let's go. All right. Great Dick, moving his feet. Not Darko Rajaković. He's not playing defense. A little move by Porter Jr., but he makes it. And Merrill lets it fly again. Back of the rim. Get a rebound, Toronto! Tomlin gets another board and another drive. Raptors getting cooked out here on the boards here right now. But 78-87. This game is crazy. This game is crazy. Immanuel Quickley running a pick and pop with Brandon Ingram. Off the front of the rim. And IQ gets the bounce. Let's go. 89-78. 113 left in the quarter. 113. Cavs dribbling up the basketball. The ball is in Porter's hands. A little back cut. Stop getting beat on the backdoor cuts. Remember when they tried to convince us Damian Mitchell, I'm assuming you mean Damian Mitchell's, or Donovan Mitchell's better than Shead? Man, that's silliness. No way Donovan Mitchell's better than Shead. Yeah, Pedro, the $4 might be cooked. I need $4 to buy candies. I need a Cavs win. I'm sorry, Pedro. Pedro, next Raptors game, bet on the Raptors. That's my recommendation, and you'll be able to buy those candies. I don't recommend betting usually at all, but, And there's a little screen set. There's a foul called on Immanuel Quickley here right now, and they're going to review it. Game on saying it looks like a comeback. I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly. Looks like the Cavaliers skip leg day. Folks, I did leg day today. I've been sitting in this chair for a very long time. I don't know if this is going to be I don't know how I'm going to be feeling tomorrow. I can't lie. I can't lie, folks. I can't lie. But we are 30 subscribers away from 39,650. Can we get there on this stream? Can we get there on this stream? I don't know. 3 offensive rebounds. Yeah, that's tough, Uba. Uba, how you feeling? How you feeling right now? You're not confident coming into this one? I'm confident now. Yeah, they're challenging the call, D-Frizz. They're challenging that call. Cavs losing, says Zobiak. They are losing so far. 89-78. Where's battle? I'm saying we need more battle in this game. I'll pay the Raptors owner $7 to keep Barnes on the bench the entire game. You guys gonna pay me? Guys, I want Scottie Barnes to play. We're gonna his Jared Allen. He's afraid. He's afraid of what the Toronto Raptors are gonna do. Immanuel Quickley has the basketball, and Thomas Bryant clearly just hit him. I think Jared Allen's dealing with foul trouble, if I'm being honest. No, he's not. He has 2 personal fouls. He's played 16 minutes in this game. The Raptors are knocking down 3-point shots, so that's I guess why they subbed him out. Why is Vince Carter still benched? I don't know. 313 people watching the stream. Call your neighbors, bring them to the party. You know it. Speak up, Ben. Hard to hear you. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. I've been a lot of people have been recording in my studio lately, which messes up my audio settings. So I did a test before, but I want to make sure it's good. And the Raptors challenge is unsuccessful. Soft call. But you live with it. Toss in those L's out there in the chat. The baby L looks like an I. Loud and clear, Chief. Let's go. Brimhawk. We are rocking and rolling. 89-78. 104 left in the quarter. Emery says it's perfect. Perfect. RJ benched because Darko wants to see if the Raptors will play better without him. Maybe. RJ's back in this game. Off the ball foul. Donovan Mitchell shoots a free throw. Hits the front of the rim and bounces in. 10-point lead for the Toronto Raptors. 79. How confident are we feeling? W or L for the Toronto Raptors win? W if you think the Raptors will win. L if you think they're going to lose. Layup king. I like the scoreboard you're putting up. It's better than mine. But man, this Tomlin guy is just getting a bunch of rebounds. I'm getting frustrated here. I'm almost letting some curses get out. I don't like this. Lock in time. I'm playing this music once again. I'm playing the Flames. I'm playing everything I can do in my power to get this game going. Spam the W's. Pass it to Jacoby Walter. Pass it to RJ Barrett. He's out there on the wing. Good defense by the Cavaliers. RJ Barrett just not being denied. But Mamu does a little cut. Bag read by RJ Barrett. That is what it is. No way. All right, spam the D, folks. Spam the D. We need some defense. Get the defense chants rocking. Scream it in your house. Wake up your families if they are sleeping. Spam some defensive chants. And Donovan Mitchell hits a floater. The Cavs are coming. You need to lock in. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. We get the benefit of the third quarter here. All right, we'll get the defense chants off. Immanuel Quickley, a little pick and pop with Sandro Mamukelashvili. Kicks out to RJ Barrett. Drives the lane. Going in with the left. And hits the side of the rim. And he gets fouled on the shot. Okay. The quarter is not over. There may be a foul on RJ Barrett. Install the AI for refs. Man, you need the AI refs in baseball. That's one thing you need. Let it happen more. Defense. Raptors don't lose energy. RJ, you're up. For sure. Has Ingram been bad all year? No, Ingram's been pretty good. His 3-point shot's been bad this year. But other than that. Yeah, and RJ Barrett was clearly shot. So, this is Raptors are going to get 2 shots to close the quarter. That's what we need. RJ will be back. Let's go. We'll be fine. Ben, you're a good guy. Never stop dreaming. I never will. Never have, never will. Appreciate you. We want ChatGPT refs. FBI needs to investigate Ingram. Yeah, it's tough. Keep 10-point lead. No easy shot. Definitely. It's not an easy shot in modern NBA. 0.4 left on the game clock. RJ Barrett gets 2 free throws. Imagine losing that lead. Ben Thompson, I can't imagine it. Because we haven't lost it, baby. Reminder, first team to 90 usually wins. The first team that scores 90 usually wins the game. That's just a matter of facts. Reminder, folks. We have a subscriber goal of 39,650. Can we get there in this stream? And RJ Barrett smokes that off the front of the rim. Had to let out a little scream. I had to let out a little scream. If they miss this free throw, I will cry. Not actually. Maybe. RJ Barrett knocks down the second free throw. Yes. First team to 90 usually wins the game, folks. The first... Oh, my God. Are they calling a foul on that? The refs are paid. This ref just wants to see himself on TV, man. This ref just wants to see himself on TV. Jacoby Walter is barely touching the guy. Jacoby Walter's barely touching the guy. Donovan Mitchell shoots a turnaround fadeaway with 0.4 seconds left, and they call a foul. They need to be investigated. They got the Chat GPT refs out here at this game. I am sickened. What is this garbage? G Money Sports, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Out here in the chat. Oh my God. I'm playing some sad music. I'm playing some sad music for the absolute disgrace. The absolute disgrace of what happened there. Why on earth are you calling that? And Marie Sawyers, I agree. First team to 90 means nothing statistically speaking. They're leading pretty heavily early on. Look great. Dylan, first team to 90. First team to 90 usually wins. Oh my God, that is the softest thing I've ever seen in my life. That is the softest thing I've ever seen in my life. The team that hits 90 points first wins about 82 to 80% of the time. AAJ144K, see, you got it. You got it. Gio saying told you an hour ago, fake comeback. Fake comeback for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're us battle. We do need battle. I am. You think like me. We are on the same page, Anne-Marie. The Raptors Digest, don't worry, coming clutch. Can I get a shout out? Shout out G Money Sports. Appreciate you. How much min's left? There's 0.3 seconds left. And they called a foul out there on this. I am sickened. I am sickened. I am sickened by this. 90-83. The refs are, I'm not blaming the game on the refs, but that was bad. That is bad. You're playing on the road, as Jack Armstrong says. Donovan Mitchell knocks down the first free throw. No one said it would be easy. No one said it would be easy. Layup King not happy with Jacoby Walter. Okay, I gotta lock in. Actually, we have a quarter to lock in, but why on earth are we... Shoot it, let it fly, IQ. All right, 90-85. 90-85. I'm not one to blame referees. I'm not blaming the referees, but that is just a bad call. That's just objectively a bad call. The refs got the Jonte Porter unders or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how betting works. 85-90. A little bit of a little scary finish to this game, which I don't like. Or sorry, finish to this quarter, which I don't like. But the numbers are true. The numbers are true. First team to 90 usually wins, so let's see. All right, let's break it down. Raptors box score. Raptors box score, all right? Let's check it out. Let's check this out. All right. Brandon Ingram really struggling in this game. 5 of 13, 0 of 5 from the 3-point line. He's knocked down some nice middies, which is good to see. Also, reminder to everyone in here, our goal is 39,650 subscribers. 22 subscribers away. Can we get there in the stream? We shall see. RJ Barrett, another very tough game. He had a bad one against Brooklyn. Tough one tonight, dealing with foul trouble. Just not really his night once again. Scottie Barnes has been awesome. 24 minutes, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 blocks. Going on that quadruple-double trajectory. Jakob Poeltl's been good. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Working well in the mid-post, playing some good defense. And Immanuel Quickley has been running the show tonight. Running the show. 7 of 10 shooting. 3 of 5 from the three-point line. 17-5. Got a lot of his threes early on. And Immanuel Quickley has also been cooking. I'd like to see more Jamal Shead out here in the second half. I'd like to see the ball get ran through our more top options. But we shall see. We shall see. A reminder to all the parlay watchers as well. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, and your parlays will hit. As long as they're for the Toronto Raptors. As long as they're for the Toronto Raptors. But, all right. We are rocking and rolling here. We need the energy back up, folks. We are going into the fourth quarter. Spam W in the chat if you want the Toronto Raptors to win. Spam W in the chat if you want the Toronto Raptors to win this game. Spam it out there in the chat. Let me know. Jacoby Walter. People are not happy with Jacoby Walter so far. The spider waits beside the pillow. Hey. The itsy bitsy spider went up the spider spout. Then down came the rain. And he washed the spider out. I don't know if that's how the nursery rhyme grows, but it was raining a lot today in Newfoundland. So that's all I know. Mahboué. Let's go. All right. Let's lock in. Get the flames emojis out. Get the hype music. Raptors are rocking. Gradey Dick has a basketball out there on the wing. Hands it off to Jamal Shead. A little pick and roll action with Jakob Poeltl. He's driving the lane. Jamal Shead kicks it over to RJ Barrett, who lets it fly from 3, hits the front of the rim, gets his own rebound, driving in once again, gives it to Scottie Barnes in the mid-range. You know that is automatic for Mr. Scott E. Barnes. A minute 30 left in the game. We don't have to say the fourth quarter right now. But in this game, we are rocking. We are rocking. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get some defense going. Spam the D. Spam the D out there in the chat. Need some defense with the Toronto Raptors. 92-85. 11:23 left in this game. 11 minutes, 23 seconds. We need to lock in. And Scottie Barnes out there in the lane. Jakob Poeltl and Scottie Barnes underneath the rim. And they are just... How the heck do you... Jakob Poeltl is standing up straight. DeAndre Hunter throws up some garbage. And... I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. The Cavs have done a really good job reading the Raptors defense, getting some back cuts, and getting in the lane. Got to give them credit. 5-point game. DeAndre Hunter's at the free throw line. How's living in Canada? It's my dream, kind of. I mean, I love Newfoundland. I lived in Montreal, and I've lived in Newfoundland. And I love both spots. So, Canada overall, phenomenal. But free throw missed by the Cavaliers, missed by Hunter. Raptors going back the other way. But 3-2 zone for the Cavs right now. And nice pass by Scottie Barnes out there in the lane. Jakob Poeltl out there in the paint, gets fouled, and he is going to the free throw line. Okay. Woo, okay. 11:08. 11:08 left in this. Hype music, we'll turn that off for there for now. How's a little expensive, but other than that, it's great. Heck yes. I don't know, I'm big on hiking. There's a lot of stuff that I can talk about the economy and all that stuff, but it's pretty bad everywhere from what I be reading out there in The Economist, but I love the hiking in Newfoundland. Outdoors. Weather's not great, but it is a cool spot. 93-87 for your Toronto Raptors. Jakob Poeltl at the free throw line. All right, Jakob Poeltl knocks it down. 94-87. Raptors playing defense here right now. Let's get some defense chants going out there in the chat. Spam the D. Spam the D out there in the chat. And then another foul drawn by Donovan Mitchell on a jump shot. I am going to lose my mind. Pedro from, what's your town? What's your town in Brazil called? What's your town in Brazil? Donovan Mitchell's at the free throw line. I'm chatting with the chat because this game is infuriating. Okay. This game has me shooketh. Donovan Mitchell at the free throw line, lets it fly, and knocks down the first free throw. 88-94. 88-94. Toronto's cold outside. It is very cold outside. I know Montreal got hit by a bunch of snow. We got hit. Nick Goss of Jays Digest and Leafs Digest, and lots of digests. But I had to pick him up the other day. His car spun around because of snow. Didn't have the winter tires on yet. But missed by Donovan Mitchell. Let's go. Okay. We were rocking back the other way. Scottie Barnes to the basketball, being guarded by DeAndre Hunter. Swings it over to Gradey Dick. Probably could have let that three fly, but he didn't. Swings it to Jamal Shead. Pick and roll with the Jakob Poeltl. Jamal Shead has the basketball. He's driving the lane. Great drive by Shead. Confident take. And, folks, Shed heads unite out there in the chat. Raptors 96, Cavaliers 88. 8-point lead for the Toronto Raptors. 10:34 left in the game. 3-point by Merrill. Misses it. Scottie Barnes the rebound. We're going back the other way. Alrighty, folks. This game is, the speed is hitting up. Scottie Barnes driving the lane. Blows right past Evan Mobley. 98-88 Toronto Raptors. Let's go. Keep the momentum rocking. Keep the momentum rocking. Let's go. Let's get the energy. It sounded like there was a whistle. It wasn't. Donovan Mitchell gets his own offensive rebound. Throws it off the rim, and they tap at him. All right. 90-98. 90-98. Jamal Shead is the basketball. Passes it to Scottie Barnes. Kicks it to RJ Barrett. He's driving the lane, and that's a foul. Okay. Good thing they called that foul. Woo! Okay. Gio saying, okay, went to the bathroom, feel 20 pounds later. Oh, my God. All the negativity's gone. Let's go, Gio. Let's go. Throw in Raptors W right now in the chat, and then I'll believe you. Gramado. Search. Really beautiful town. I'll look that up after. Gramado. All right. Cavs still in a 3-2 zone. What a pass by Jamal Shead. And Mobley has to foul Jakob Poeltl underneath the rim. That's what we like to see. 98-90. 9:45 left in this game. All I'm going to say is do not sub Jamal Shead out of this game. When you are going up against a zone especially, you want a point guard that can facilitate and get people in the right spots. That's what you need to do. And G-Money spamming the W's. Let's spam the W's out here, chat. Spam the W's. 99. 290. Jakob Poeltl knocking down his free throw so far in this one. Will he knock down this one? And he does. Folks, a reminder. Just a reminder to everyone in the chat. First team to 100 usually wins. The first team to 100 usually wins. It's a reminder. Gradey Dick guarding Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if I like that. Nice pass by Donovan Mitchell. And this Tomlin guy, man. Holy smokes. He is good. Good at basketball. Give him credit. 100-92. 9:24 left in the fourth quarter. Jamal Shead has the basketball. Kicks it to RJ Barrett. Getting sagged off right now by his side. That's Hunter. Pass it to Scottie Barnes. Being guarded by this Tomlin guy. And Scottie's driving lane. He's posting up. And he is just going straight to the basket. Poeltl with the offensive board. 102-92. Raptors are grinding this thing out. Raptors are grinding this thing out. Spam Yak in the chat. If you're feeling Yak. Scottie Barnes the board. Cavs miss. Little fast break opportunity. And Scottie Barnes turns it over. But that is what it is. Ooh, and then that's a risky play. Risky maneuver. Good recovery there by the Toronto Raptors. 3-pointer for Donovan Mitchell. And he knocks it down. You hate to see it. 95-102. The power of the 3-point ball is real. 8:30 left in this game. Scottie Barnes the basketball, driving on Tomlin, and he passes it to Poeltl. Little floater for Yak, and he knocks it down, man. Jakob Poeltl has been knocking down these little 4, 5, and 10-foot shots all game long, which is great to see. But, okay, Jamal Shead guarding Donovan Mitchell here right now. And a little backup. Wow, great deflection there by Jamal Shead. When Jamal Shead gets your man in space, I mean, it's a tough way to make a living. Donovan Mitchell misses that shot. You have to get the rebound, though. You have to get the rebound, and they do. Raptors go back the other way. Jamal Shead has the basketball, swings it over to Scottie Barnes, drives the lane, and Scottie Barnes right to the rim. 106-95. 7:53 left in this game. Let's go. You want a W? You want a W? Let's go. Toss it a W. AAJ saying an article from the Los Angeles Times found out that over 23 years ago, 27,000 NBA games, the team that's reached 100 points first wins 94% of the time. Yes, sir. Woo! Okay. Bosey's here rooting for the Raptors. Let's go. Let's go. 106.95 for your Toronto Raptors. We are also 16 subscribers away from our subscriber goal. 329 people in the chat. Can we get to 39,650 subscribers? Let me know. Hit that subscribe button. Scottie Barnes has been electric to close things off here right now. 8 minutes left. Can we hold on? It's going to be tough. Nothing's easy. You play the Cleveland Cavaliers, but you got to get it going. Keith Flynn. Has he not been in the game? He has not been in the game for the fourth so far. So that is what it is. He hasn't been playing that great of a game. Cavs winning this. No way, Jose. No way, Jay. Hope the Raptors sell. I don't. Is Ingram out? He is out. Reminder, all the folks that want their parlays to hit, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's good luck. I can't guarantee it, but it's good luck. Those fake news when you play the Cavs. Those stats are fake news. Then Rogers, when the Austrian Hammer gets 18 points, the Raptors have a 100% chance to win. Gio, let's go. It's the Gio I love. A little positive Gio. We're not getting Boozer, baby. We're getting a ring. We're getting hardware. We're getting some gold. Let's go. Ben, why do you think the Cavs lost this game? Let's admit they're expected to win. Pedro. You might think that. People might think that. And this game is by no means over. Let me just state that. I'm spamming W's for good omens, good energy. The Raptors are the most underrated team in the NBA. Raptors top 2 and not 2, baby. Top 2 and not 2. Hey, one more, Sister RJ Barrett. I believe. Do you think Jamal Shead gets 10 points? Camden, you are asking the Shed head. The Shed head. I believe in 10 points for Jamal Shead. Let's go. Come on, Ben. Buy 365 subscribers online. Hit that 40K. I believe in you folks. I want to be in a subscriber community with you folks. Not random bot farms. It only means something if it's from you out there in the chat, supporting the channel day in, day out. Appreciate every single one of you. RJ getting 15, fam. That's we'll see. We'll see on that. He's been playing not great. But I believe in RJ Barrett. He clutched up at the end of last game. Scottie Barnes guarding Donovan Mitchell here now, driving the lane. Ball deflected. Kicks out to Sam Merrill, who takes a step back three over Scottie Barnes. And Jakob Poeltl with the rebound. We're going in fast break transition. RJ Barrett passes it to Scottie. Finishes in the lane, and let's go. Scottie Barnes. 108-95. Bit of a messy possession there, but it still works. Brandon Ingram is back in the game for the people that are wondering. Jamal Shead protecting the rim against Sam Merrill. And that's not a foul! Okay. Brandon Ingram is not hurt. He's back in the game. Ooh. Carl Jenkins got $500 on Toronto. I mean, that's free bread. Free bread for you. Free bread for you. 97-108. That's not a foul. In grade 3 basketball, maybe. Not the NBA. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm getting too flustered by the referees. I'm not usually a referee hater. I can't lie. So I don't like this. I don't like the man this game is making me become. I don't like it. Was that my last RJ assist? It definitely was, T. Hidge. It was. Hit that like button. You hit your parlay. 98-108. Okay. Brandon Ingram has the basketball out there at the top. 7-12 left in this game. Pick and roll with Sandro Mamukelashvili. And Brandon Ingram being guarded by Jared Allen. Probably don't shoot a mid-range jump shot over him. Probably don't try it. Kicks out to Jamal Shead. Good read. Jamal Shead lets it fly from the corner and hits the front of the rim. That is what it is. Get back out there on the defensive end. 6:55, 108-98 for the Toronto Raptors. Jamal Shead guarding Donovan Mitchell. And Shead's locked in here right now. Brandon Ingram switched onto Donovan Mitchell. I like this matchup a little bit less. But good pass. Oh, Scottie Barnes got caught ball watching. A backup by Evan Mobley, and he is at the free throw line. That is what it is. Free government money. Betting on the Raptors is free money, baby. It's free money. hit that subscribe button too. The parlay, folks, you get your parlay's hit. You're subscribed to Raptors Digest. Evan Mobley misses the shot out there in the lane. Evan Mobley's out there at the free throw line, and he rattles the first one home. 9-point lead for the Toronto Raptors, 99-108. Second free throw up, 6:38 left in this game. We got it rolling. 6 minutes and lock in. 6 minutes of pure locking in basketball. Let's go. Okay, Evan Mobley at the free throw line. Okay, Evan Mobley's at the free throw line here. He misses the second, 108-99. We're keeping them under 100. Immanuel Quickley dribbling the basketball up, guarded by Porter Jr. Hand off to Brandon Ingram. A little pick and roll action with Scottie Barnes. Brandon Ingram attacking him. Great pass. RJ Barrett with the dunk. Let's go. No free sponsors. We are rocking and rolling here. No free sponsors out there on the channel. 101. Score for Cleveland Cavaliers. I get distracted. I keep my bag rocking. 101-110. 6 minutes left in this. And Donovan Mitchell steals the ball away from Brandon Ingram. Scottie Barnes out there in the lane. They throw the lob out there to Evan Mobley. Good catch by Mobley. It was a tough pass. Dean Wade out there in the corner. Lets it fly. Front of the rim. Let's go. RJ Barrett the rebound. Passes it up to Immanuel Quickley. Kicks it out to IQ. Make this three. Let's go! Woo! Immanuel Quickley with the transition three. 5:30 and the Cavs score again. I can't even keep the score up. This game is too fast. 103-113. The Cavs keep coming back, but it is what it is. 113-103. Raptors, 5:33 left in this game. How are we feeling, folks? How are we feeling? Let me know in the chat how we are feeling out here on the stream. If you are feeling good, hit that subscribe button. We are 13 subscribers away from 39,650. Can we get there? Jim Pickle say Cavs by whatever, just a W. No way, Jim. No way. Raptors are too locked right now. IQ hitting those transition threes. The Raptors are too locked in right now. Too locked in, baby. Barnes' best game. Let's go. Spam the W's. If you think the Toronto Raptors are going to get a win, spam a W out there in the chat. Getting some pump-up music out here right now. The Raps are not giving up on this win. I believe Battle having a 73% shooting percentage is too big a weapon, so they got to keep him at 2 minutes. I agree, Gio. The NBA's competitiveness hearing. The officials leagues that decide to make sure these games are competitive. They said Jamison Battle is too overpowered for the Toronto Raptors. We can't have him. We can't have him out here. It'd be too much for the Cavs to handle. Woo! It's so nice to have Yak back. Quick and nutritious, simply delicious. You guys know it is Jamison Battle. Primo pasta and sauce. We ride. That's a great pull there. 365 people in here. Way to go, Ben Blackhawk. Way to go, you guys. Blackhawk 2K. Everyone that's in here. They aren't going to pull a Blue Jays. Jim, you can't say that. You can't say that. You're going to spark my PTSD. Free bread for the Raptors. Too late to wake up. If you want your parlays to hit that subscribe button. Dal L saying, like spike. Let's get the like spike rocking and rolling here. Wade, LeBron, and Ali? I don't know what you're talking about, Pedro. What's on the go with LeBron? Go Raptors from Calgary. Harley. Great to see you out there in the chat. Let's make these refs famous mad. Let's go. The refs were trying to be famous, man. The refs are trying to be famous. Thank you, Raptors. We need it. Need that Ingram 15. How many points is Ingram? Ingram has 11 points. I'll let you know if Brandon Ingram will be scoring. I'll keep you up to date, Jay's trades. All right, Immanuel Quickley's basketball. 5:25 left in this. And he throws it out of bounds. All good. He throws it out of bounds. Too many Cavs fans. Raptors fans started spamming. Jakob Poeltl switched in a little drop coverage to Donovan Mitchell. They kick it out to DeAndre Hunter, being guarded by Immanuel Quickley. Good help by Jakob Poeltl. The floater goes in and out. Love to see it. Scottie Barnes with the rebound. Coming back the other way. And Jared Allen's guarding him. Scottie Barnes has no fear. But he is going to kick it out to Immanuel Quickley out there around the three-point line. I am of the belief Jamal Shead should not be out of this game. But that is just me. The starters are back in. RJ Barrett with the floater. Let's go. RJ Barrett, baby. RJ Barrett, 115 to 103. Let's go. We need some defense. Need some defense this possession. Get the defensive chance going. And they call another foul on Donovan Mitchell, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Is my timer off? No, I'm like manually setting the time. So it's a bit janky. I'm working on the setup to make it better, but it will be better soon. 4:43 left in this game. Donovan Mitchell at the free throw line, 115 to 103 for the Toronto Raptors. If Shead should be in the game, who are you taking out? I don't know, but I think Shead should be in the game. Honestly, the way things are going right now, I take out Brandon. The way things are going now, I take out Brandon. It's what I do, but I don't have relationships to manage. 104 to 115 for the Toronto Raptors. Donovan Mitchell knocks down the second free throw, 115 to 105. Folks, the first team to 115 usually wins the game. That's just a reminder to everyone. Just 4:35 left in this game. 115-105. Immanuel Quickley gets the basketball. Run a little elevator action. They give it to Brandon Ingram out there in the mid-post. Being guarded by DeAndre Hunter. He's going to make me eat my words. He definitely will because I said he probably gets subbed out. And a foul by DeAndre Hunter. They go to Ingram in the post, which is probably the smart move. And they get it going. Okay. Also, 7 subscribers away from that subscriber goal. Can we get there, folks? Can we get there? I think we can. All right. Jakob rolls the ball above the three-point line. Passes to Scottie Barnes, being guarded by Evan Mobley. Passes it to Immanuel Quickley. A little step-back three for Immanuel Quickley over Jared Allen. And that is money. Get the flames going out there in the chat. 118 to 105. Immanuel Quickley is cooking. Donovan Mitchell dribbles it off his foot, and that's out of bounds. Let's get hyped out here in this chat here right now, folks. Let's go. Immanuel Quickley has the basketball. 118 to 105. 4 minutes left in this game. 4 minutes left in this game. Immanuel Quickley has the basketball. Being guarded by Donovan Mitchell. Pass it to Jakob Poeltl in the mid-post. Hand off to Immanuel Quickley. They're playing risky basketball. They kick it to Ingram in the corner. Lets it fly. Misses it. Jakob Poeltl offensive rebound. He is tough. It looked like he got fouled. It didn't matter. Cavs going back the other way. 3:40 left in this one. And a little pump fake. DeAndre Hunter kicks out to Evan Mobley. Good close-up by Immanuel Quickley. Jakob Poeltl guarding Mobley right now. This game is moving fast. Good defense by Poeltl. Air ball from Mobley. It flukes into Jared Allen's hands. Blocked by Scottie Barnes. His 6th block of the game, it feels like. Jakob Poeltl guarding Jared Allen, who takes a step-back mid-range jumper. That doesn't hit the rim. That's a shot clock violation. 18 to 105. 3:17 left in this game. Let's go. We are entering crunch time, baby. We are entering crunch time. You want the Toronto Raptors to win? Let's go. I'll be your 628 man. Let's go. I appreciate the Vibis. Appreciate you. You want the Raptors with escape? Spam W out there in the chat. All right. Immanuel Quickley dribbling the basketball. Mid-range. Over Donovan Mitchell. Lets it fly. IQ is unstoppable right now. IQ, spam him in the chat. Immanuel Quickley playing defense here now on DeAndre Hunter. Good defense. Great defense by IQ. Scottie hustling for the rebound. And his Raptors basketball. 120 to 105. The defense has what they called locked in. The Raptors defense has locked in. 2:46 left in this game. 2:46 left in this game. Run a pick and roll. Immanuel Quickley, Jakob Poeltl. IQ gives it to RJ Barrett. Swings it over to Scottie Barnes. Driving in on Evan Mobley. He says, I am the best player in this draft class, even though he missed the layup. It is what it is. Cavs going back the other way. They're triple teaming Donovan Mitchell. Good pass out there in the lane to Sam Merrill. You got to shoot that. You can't be dribbling on that. Let's Jakob Poeltl close out. Board by Scottie Barnes. They're running in the transition. Great pass from Scottie Barnes. Straight in the hands of Jakob Poeltl. 122 to 105. And folks, I was saying this to you guys earlier. It is crucial to call timeouts when you're going on a run. The Cavs did not do that. And the Raptors just let it roll. 122 to 105. We are feeling good about this game, folks. 2:14 left in this one. Again, folks, I said it. This is a momentum swinging game. This is a message sending game. Gradey Dick has a BPM of plus 12 right now. Raptors win 110 out of let's go. When Gradey Dick has a box plus minus a plus 12, the Raptors win 110 times out of 100. Gio, I love it. Gio. They are gambling, definitely. Bet on yourself. The Toronto Raptors bet on themselves, folks. Reminder, if you are in this chat looking for your parlays to hit that subscribe button. It only helps. Andy, I made $140 from that 350. I said to you, man, even though I'm biased. Pedro, I don't want you to sleep sad. You're a part of the Raptors Digest community now. Don't sleep sad. Come to Newfoundland. I'll get you some $4 candy. When the Austrian Hammer has 20 points, the Raptors win 1,000 times out of 100. Let's go. Raptors are back playing defense. The Cavs have thrown in the G Leaguers. The G Leaguers are in the game for the Cavaliers. Thomas Bryant lets it fly from 3. The Raptors, RJ Barrett gets a rebound. Let's go. Okay. 3 subs away from our subs goal. Immanuel Quickley dribbling the basketball. Out there at the top. Passes it to Brandon Ingram in the lane. And turnover there. That is what it is. The Raptors, Cavs in transition. 107 to 122. Raptors are subbing in the youngings as well. Scottie Barnes drives the lane. Takes the layup. Scottie Barnes has been unstoppable in this one. 124 to 107. People are leaving the building out there for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 134 left in this game. The G Leaguers are in the game, and we hit that subscriber goal. 39,651. Let's go. Appreciate every single one of you that have hit that subscribe button. Join this Raptors Digest community. Means the absolute world to me. BTA, I don't know what that means. But Jakob, the unsung hero. I'll sing. He's not the unsung hero. I'll start singing it. Jakob Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl. Pedro, great having you in here in the chat. Appreciate you. But I won't let Jakob Poeltl be an unsung hero. Everyone, start singing for Jakob Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl. 109, 124. Cavs hit those 2 free throws. We love it. Jameson Battle plays 2 minutes a game. The Raptors win. Let's go. Who knocked that down? I don't even know who hit that. But the Raptors keep going up. 126 to 109. 114 left in this one. Garrett Temple's getting some action. You know it's tough, Cavs fans. Garrett Temple's in this game right now. 111, 126. Let's go. Jacoby Walters the basketball, being guarded by Walters. Back cut by Garrett Temple. Jacoby wants a bucket. Jamal Shead driving the lane. James Abel just passes it straight to the other team. It is what it is. Cavs come down. Ball's knocked out of bounds. 126 to 111. 30 seconds left in this game, folks. There was BTA built ass. Okay, I got you, Magic Man. Appreciate you. I'm Unk. I don't know these abbreviations. All right. This game is almost over. We'll give Jamal Shead playing some good defense. I don't know if I want Shead in this game, man. Shead's too crucial to this lineup, to the squad. But 113, 126. Norman, this game is not over. This game is over. This game is over. This game is over. They're running out the clock. 126 to 113. Let's go. Subscribe here. Yeah, they got this. Game over. Nice defense. Matt and Cheryl, appreciate you hitting the subscribe button. Appreciate everyone that's hitting that subscribe button. Why'd they put Jacoby Walter back in? I mean, it's garbage time. We're rocking. PK saying, when our center makes 20 points, you know we are winning. You know it. You know it. And the Raptors get this win. 126 to 113. Folks, let's get the hype music rocking. There will be a post game out here on this video. The post game will be coming out in the matter of probably 15-20 minutes. One thing I want before we sound this thing off, if you are in the stream, I want you to turn your notifications on. You don't have to, but if you are from the stream and you comment from the stream, all right, you comment from the stream out there in the video, I'll respond to every comment. I'll heart it. I'll respond to them. You'll get some W's. You get some hearts. But I appreciate every single one of you that tuned into this game, because the Raptors get the win in this one. 126 to 113. Absolutely massive win. Because as I said from the jump, the Raptors have an opportunity right now. You know, they're in the middle of the pack. We just beat the second seed out there in the Eastern Conference. We play the Pacers. We play the Hornets. The Sixers are another good team. But the Wizards, the Nets, the Cavs team that we've already beaten twice this season, and the Pacers and the Hornets again. Like, reminder, this isn't the Pacers of last year. The Pacers, Hornets, Wizards, and Nets are the bottom of the barrel of this league. The Raptors have the opportunity to go on a big run here, separate themselves in the Eastern Conference. That's what we like to see. Folks, I appreciate every single one of you that's tuned in for this stream, tuned in for this watch long. It means the absolute world to me. And make sure you guys, for this post game, tune in, say you're from the stream. I'll be showing you love out there in the comment section. But that's enough yapping there for me. I got to prep this post game. I want you guys to get that good Toronto Raptors coverage. So be on the lookout for it. Turn on those notifications. And we'll be back. More streams are coming. Lots of stuff getting built. Lots of stuff getting worked on out here on the channel. We're putting in some work here on the back end, along with the daily Toronto Raptors coverage. So I appreciate every single one of you. Uba, Stefan, A-Shep, Dr. Mister, 9-5 coming. It's good. Brimhawk, appreciate you. We are rocking and rolling. I appreciate every single one of you. We will be tuning in. Lots of nice comments coming in to close off this stream. Hornets are better than last season, but we can take them. We can take anyone. I believe in this Raptors group. I believe in this Raptors team. But the video will be coming right after the stream ends. So, not like right after. I got to record it. I had to prep it, record it, edit it, all that stuff. But I appreciate you guys. Big win for the Toronto Raptors. Anyways, I'm signing out. Cheers. I never know where my outro button is. I'll say cheers again. One more time. A little cheers. Appreciate every single one of you.
Raptors Digest, percussion ignites. From the north, we bring the might. Claw and play, full of pride. Tuning you, join the ride.
Subscribe to the Raptors Digest. It's good for you.